And we are
Button.
live. Live button has been pressed. Hello, everybody.
Button.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Is that your Joe Budden impersonation? Is that what happened? Did Button turn into Button?
Listen, no, we'll see. Okay, the thing is, I already say it weird. I actually make a conscious effort to say, but, how do you guys say it? Because I say button, and everybody else says
Button.
button. So button, I can't say it.
But
And
button
button.
and button are two different things. Great. I'm glad this is how I decided we should start. I love this comment from Alex. Hello, everyone. I hope you're remembering to drink your water and feeding yourself and getting sunlight. We're all just plants with complicated emotions. That feels
complicated
so
emotions.
True.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm in a weird.
Everyone.
Listen, I've actually been drinking for a couple of hours. We're not going to talk about it. They're very low alcohol. Very little alcohol in them.
I literally have like 4 beverages in front of me. I have an blood orange cider.
I have one
of
those.
Caffeine. I have something that a Thai restaurant called Mango Punch, along with bourbon to add to it, and water. So I have choices because it's been a day for me. Yes, your eyeshadow is amazing, Audra.
Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are the bestest. You make me feel like I'm pretty. Am I pretty, mommy? Am I?
You are. Indeed, you are pretty. I love the look. She sent it to me in Marco Polo, and she was like, "You can't see it," and I was like, "I can see it." Yes.
Water. So I say button. Water. Like
button versus button.
It's hard. Yes, button. It's a button. And everybody else says,
"There's all these words
where I'm button, like, button. How do y'all say it?
I don't
button?
Say it that way.
How do y'all say it?
I don't say button.
I'm trying.
I'm not putting my butt on anyone.
I'm trying to say it like normal people say it.
I don't think anyone says it that way, though.
Am I the only one who says button? Like,
no, I'm saying I think you're not weird. You're trying to say I say it this special way, and I'm like, no one says button. You are
thank pretty. You, Thorn.
Oh, and thank
y'all
you.
So kind.
I have a fancy, not fancy, but I have a single eyeshadow on my cheeks because highlighter can be whatever you want it to be.
It can. Sometimes I use that Tower 28 that's not dark enough for dark-skinned girls, but we're not going to get mad about it.
Yeah. That is, yeah. The fact that you're keeping that, I mean, it looks pretty, but I feel like part of me would be like, you know what? I want my money back just for the, principle.
How much was that? I don't know. Let me know how much that shit was, because, that was a while ago.
Like 20... I feel like 28 is the number I have in my head, but I have no idea where that came from.
I think it might be like between $24 and $28. I mean, the thing is, if I put it on, it just I can give a little sweat glow if I want to look sweaty.
Oh, it's 20
for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 20 bucks. So I keep it because I can give me the sweaty. I'm glistening. You know what I mean? I just finished.
Oh. I'm not doing that today, but I do love those as well. One multi-chrome all over the eye, and it looks like you have 10 shadows on. And
yes, I have to do that next. And just be like,
yes,
from 17 angles.
With some of the JD Glow shadows you either have or are going to get. Yeah, some of my JD Glow shadows, one shadow looks like I did all this work, and I'm like, it's just one. Hey, Shanna.
I know. I'm waiting for them to come. Hi, Shanna.
Yeah. Emily Original, I'm salty about that. I didn't buy because they didn't go dark. Because there's only 2 shades.
Yeah, there were 2 shades, and one of them that was supposed to be dark. It's not dark. It's not. I tried it, and my black ass can't. It's a no. It's a no for me, dog. It gives me a shimmer. It gives me a gleam.
It's a gloss on you. It's a face gloss.
Yes. It is a face gloss. A floss.
Are you flossing?
I am flossing. Hey, Nate. You know what?
The
Everybody's
internet has
internet's been
been
doing that.
terrible lately. Yeah,
It
and
has
welcome
been.
back. Happy belated birthday, by the way. I was a shithead
Oh,
on the day of, but I think yesterday was your
yeah.
birthday. Happy belated. Welcome,
Like I had
visions
made
of
plans to say
you.
something and my dumb ass did, and I'm so sorry.
I do the thing
Like
that
I
I feel
make,
like I do with
I
all my
forget them.
text messages. I'm like, yeah, I did that thing. I sent them that message. I responded. No, you did it in
Yeah,
your
and
head.
it's like,
You didn't actually
just
do
kidding.
it. um, Ooh, yay, another colored rain convert. The
Yes.
Safari Rain launches tomorrow at what, 9?
11
Relaunches at like,
a.m. my time. 12
so it's
noon
12
noon
p.m.
Eastern.
EST and 9 Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, 11 Central, 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific. And I don't know what
And
Hawaii
12
time is,
Eastern.
so I'm sorry. So y'all need to like.
I feel like an asshole. I'm like, I say Eastern Pacific, and then I'm like, oh wait, but Audra, you're in the middle. I have to remember you.
Now, let me tell y'all, don't fuck up my vibe, okay? I
Yeah.
love you guys, but like, let me have my safari. If y'all take if y'all take all the safari rain, you best believe I will get my wicked ass on you. I just need you to understand. I just need listen. I know I don't normally use my powers for bad, but like in my case, I feel like that would be for good. That would be for good. It's my good, so I don't care.
And I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, which sounds weird. But I literally have so much eyeshadow. I'm like,
I don't care.
I don't know.
That's not the point. That is not the point. Shanna, yes, I usually have one at least once a month. I might have more because like this month than I anticipated, but yeah, I normally have it. They're always disorganized. That's why I call them that. Like Emily, everybody else has like organization. They're like, I'm decluttering X. And I'm always like,
Me?
here's a bunch of shit I put in a box. Yes.
Who
Even
the fuck
you'd
are
be like,
you
these are my
talking
blushes.
about? What?
I know,
What are
I'm
you
kidding. I
even
was trying to
talking about?
make you better. I was trying to make you a
I'm
better
such a
person.
mess. I am a mess. You do not have to do that, but thank you. I don't know how quickly Color Rain usually sells out because every launch is a little different. But I'm pretty sure that tomorrow's launch is the last relaunch of Safari Rain.
Also,
So
let us not forget that everybody's buying black owned like hotcakes, like it just never existed before now. And so we have to.
this is always an option. It's always an option.
It does count, but like, I want it.
That
I want it.
that's my thing. That's my thing. Because I'm really buying it for like the 3 greens. And I know that. And I know I have literally 60 green single shadows in my collection.
I don't.
So, exactly. No, you get it. I'm not criticizing you. I'm saying
I know, I'm
I'm
kidding.
probably not gonna buy it. Yeah, it's the olivey tones. It's what I want. But I also know that that juicy, fruity colored rain collection is coming at some point in time soon. So I'm just kind of already so hyped for that.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Like the one that says juicy on the outside. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right
Well, we
quick.
don't know what it looks like inside.
Happy birthday to you. We should sing the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Wait, I'm not gonna see you
birthday,
sing.
dear Nate. Happy birthday to you. There.
Wait,
Okay. Because I
what?
kept seeing everybody say happy birthday and Nate's thing. Yeah, they do have singles of it.
No,
Wait,
no, no, but
what?
they have singles, but do they have the palette and singles? Because that's a different
Yeah.
story.
Yes, they do.
And also, welcome, Kelsey.
Hey,
Hi.
Kelsey. If y'all aren't subscribed, hop on. We're trying to get her to 50K so she can have a party next week, and I want to be a
Yes.
part of the party because I like parties, and
Same,
also I want to
same,
have a reason for
same.
mimosas. Who else wants mimosas? Me.
Exactly, Irene. I need to see. I need to see the inside.
I know. I'm like,
Actually,
Lorraine.
Nate makes a good point. Well, actually, Nate reminds me of a point that sincerely Alex came up with. I don't know if it was today or previously, where the Lunar Beauty Moon spell color story is quite similar to the Safari Rain, and then Manny added purples. So if you're really just drawn to like the murky greens and the teal and the taupes and some of the warmer tones, the Safari Rain is pretty gorgeous. Hello, Yolanda. Hello, Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Oh my god. I took like a drink of beer and I'm like feeling it already, which is why I decided to start with a beer and then move to harder liquor because
I feel like I'm going to be drunk in approximately 25 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it'll also be singles. Okay, well that's a whole new game. A whole new. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, because I might just buy the colors that I'm really drawn to. BDB.
BDB in the house, y'all. Drop them carrots.
I saw BDB in the chat before I even saw Barry, so I just had to start that way. I've had a very long day. We had no theme planned for tonight, and I'm very glad we had no theme because I'm just like, the day is over. Thank the fucking Lord.
Yeah. I needed some mad chill too. I was like, let's just chill. Like, let's just do something really chill. Nothing like, like we don't have to have anything pointed. Aside from, I really hope that you like Stewie from Family Guy because he is like the best character. And also that is a good friendship, Stewie and Brian. That's a very good friendship.
Yeah. It's one of the best I've seen on TV.
I know.
I'm not quite there yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get there quickly. Oh, Kelsey,
Tiffany, sometimes I have wine,
chat. Oh yeah, I've been staying away from the wine because I feel like I get drunk even quicker on the wine. But
I get smashed. I have like a glass. I'm like, I'm fucked up.
It's too much fun now. It's too much fun.
Yeah,
and Kelsey in her live chat was asking if she could drink. Like she didn't think she could drink on YouTube. You can drink on YouTube. Hard cider.
These are my favorite summertime things. They're these barefoot spritzers.
Oh,
and this is like rosé. Like this is some good by the pool shit. But you got to be careful though, because if you're hot when you're drinking this, like there's not a lot of alcohol in it. But when you get hot and you're drinking it because it tastes like juice, soda-y juice, you're gonna be jacked up real fast. Sunscreen and booze.
There's so many of those canned ones that I'm just like, I'm not interested in. Okay, so I first thought that palette looked really dumb, if I'm gonna be honest. But again, because I'm influenced by people that I enjoy, Kelsey compared it to an update on the ABH or the Devil Soft Glam. And that changed my perspective on that. Yes, you did.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh, you had mentioned the stuff. No, I am meh as well, but I'm also like my makeup brain is. The thing is the first time I've seen it multiple pictures, and it just looks like a mashup of a bunch of her other palettes. Yeah.
I haven't even played with the ones that you sent me yet because I've been busy being bright.
And that's the other thing is I think Audra and I are on the like bright color train. I haven't gotten off this train for a while now, but I'm like bronzes, golds, I haven't.
Yeah, imagine my ass having to go to like a regular ass job again, and they're like, "That's Audra. Some colorful." Listen, I did it by accident. Okay. Here's the thing: is when I am filming, I don't know, or just in general, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. So I didn't know what to say. Like I was just sitting there and I didn't know what to say. So it was like I primed my eyes with this eye primer and I just went to fuck on. I was like, oh, I don't know. Because I was naming all the other products, then I didn't want to like miss one, so that's what I did. I'm waiting for the kitties to show up. Hi.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know where they are right now, but I'm sure they will.
Yeah, that's the thing. I need pizzazz from everybody. I need everybody to be serving me, hey, wake up for makeup. Thank you. I just need everybody to be serving me some fire. Like, I'm tired of everything being like, would you like some beige with your beige? I'm like, no.
Would you like some bronze with your gold and some brown with a splash of blue, but just one blue that you're not going to be able to use anywhere else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want this dusty dirt ass navy blue?
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the other part of it is that her palettes are magnetized. So like if you own like the two palettes, no, they're not the same size. But if you have multiple that are the same size pans, you could just mix it up and create your own bronze pan. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Yes. I know some offices are actually giving the day off as they should.
It's about damn time. Do people know what Juneteenth is? Like, y'all really like? I don't know if everybody knows what it is.
That's a fair question.
Like, because it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like when the slaves were actually freed. It had happened 2 years prior, but Texas didn't tell. Other southern states.
Oh, my stomach.
Texas didn't tell. That makes me. What? Texas, that happened?
Texas didn't tell. No, just the fact that like, just the Texas didn't tell. Just like, okay. Here's the thing: is that like I can think multiple things about the same product. Do I think it's repetitive? Do I think she duped herself? Is it boring to me? Yes. Do I think it might be a nice, darker nude palette and an alternative to soft glam? Yes. They can exist in the same world in my brain. So.
Yeah.
I bet they exist. Thorn says, I'm sorry, but I heard misheard spider. And I just want an eyeshadow palette full of spiders now.
I have a few spiders that live on my patio. We hang out. Also, the yellow jackets. One of them I made mad today, and he was like, "You're too close to our house," and he just kind of buzzed me. He didn't sting me or anything. He was just like, "Get the fuck out of the way," and I was like, "My bad," and I just scooched over.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that many people do actually understand what Juneteenth is about.
Yeah. Could you imagine being the guy like rolling in and be like, "Oh, hey, what y'all doing down here?" And they're like, "Oh, this is what we do." And they're like, "What?"
I'm very biased because this person is my friend. But if you don't understand it, I recommend Googling Nicole Taylor Juneteenth. She's written about it a couple of different times. She's a friend of mine, but she taught me about Juneteenth just as a friend. I'm a Black person and you're a white person, and I want you to know about my life and why I do the things I do. And why every June it was like, oh, I have this thing coming up that she would do picnics and parties. And so anyway, yes. Oh my goodness. I'm already feeling the cider.
Yeah, a spider-inspired palette would be fucking cool because spiders are like I think the thing is people don't understand that spiders are actually quite beautiful and lovely. So there's a bunch of them that have an array of gorgeous colors, and if you like pick, like you could have a whole brand called like Spider, and you would have a palette and it'd be like like Black Widow or like a line of Black Widow shit, and it'd all be red and black or variations of it, and it'd be like fucking badass. And like banana spider, and it'd be like the spider in black and yellow. Anyways, I'm so sorry. I'm like,
can I also
like, then you have this spider and then that spider.
That I would imagine some palettes having that texture of like tarantulas, like a fuzzy, fuzzy texture.
Yes.
I'm not like
the fuzzy texture.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be very, very cool.
Mascara. I feel like you would have that kind of mascara that was like.
Okay, this does sound gorgeous. Blood red, wine, taupe, gray, black, and then shimmer and multi-chromes in those like witchy tones. Yeah.
Yes. I would like see that's goth. Like to me, that's a good goth palette. Like 50 Shades of Grey is not a goth palette to me. But what do I know?
Yeah.
I'm just a person over here who has makeup taste.
Mm. Texas wasn't the last place to not tell. There are people who were enslaved as recently as the 1960s who had no idea they were free generations ago. Whew.
Yeah.
That's fucked. But Melt Muerte didn't have the shimmers that I wanted it to have. It didn't have the interesting dimensional multi-chrome dual shimmers. It had the deep mattes, but not so much. I mean, there's that. It's fair.
That is a whole lot of wow in that profile pic, BT Dubs.
No,
just a whole lot of wow.
I don't want the eyeshadow to be. Oh yes, Abby is like. Abby has some. I know Abby through the Miserable 3 and their Discord, which is what Teresa and Alex and their friend Michael do, and she's known for her tits. Let's just say that, and they're glorious.
I am known for my wit, not my tits, just my wit. I'm funny.
I don't
want
not
like that
product inside to be fuzzy. I want the exterior to be fuzzy, like.
I want it to be called spider, but not venomous.
Yes. You got me there.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Cherokee
and
in the
fun
house.
fact. Hey, Cherokee. Thank you for mentioning that. Oh, and I didn't even see. Hey, Teresa, Neon Cartoon Mac and Beauty. I love the collab that you and Audra did this week. It was a delight. Also, Melt's palettes are magnetized. So if you are loving your mattes from the Muerte palette and you wanted to pull them out and pair them with your single multi-chromes, you could do that. See?
Yeah.
I love the Cherokees noticing Audra's eye adventures.
Well, the thing is, here's a fun thing. Like for me, I feel like I like color, but the other, if I'm filming it, I want it to be like exciting. Like I don't feel like it's fun to film a look and it's just like, this is me. It's nothing against anyone else who does anything different. Good night, Kelsey. I know her and her smooches. She's so damn cute.
Thank you for recognizing that bit of information.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm known for being funny and tattooed.
Hey, those are good things to be known for.
I know, right? Because like we can't all have titties. Like that's fine. Yeah, like that's fine. Yeah. I used to have some of those. Everybody's doing that, Nate.
Who else is? I actually didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure Crown did it. I think Ofra's done it. I still might have mine for namies and I never use it. And it's weird that I don't, but
can you order online on namies?
Yeah, I used to.
I thought it was only in store. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used
signed
to
up
order
for the
like
a Pro discount, but
because I sent mine 2016 is when I had like an actual license certificate and all that shit. I think it was 2017 I think is actually when I got licensed. It may have been December or January, but I sent in all the paperwork and they gave me the discount. But I don't. So the reason I never kept shopping there though is because it's kind of a pain in the dick because you have to go you'll go in store and like look at a bunch of stuff and like write a bunch of stuff. You look sus. You know what I mean? You look sus as fuck, like walking around being like taking pictures of things, and then I have to go home and order all of it.
You have to go in, but then again, you still have to go in store. I don't know. It's just like, yeah. I don't give a fuck about Ofra's Pro discount myself because I don't know. They're not.
I don't like Ofra.
But I did
sign up for the
Viseart one because
go ahead.
If they have a sale, you can stack. So when Viseart, if Grand Pro 3 goes on sale, and then I can stack 20% off, I will buy that colorful matte palette. Otherwise, I'm probably never going to use it. Anyway, Go ahead.
Oh no, so the thing is, like, when you go into, like, so for Namies, I was going into like Ulta or whatnot and like doing all of that, like, just to, that was also way back when I was really starting. But the thing is, I don't like because everything isn't there. Does that make sense? Like, it seems like it would all be there, but like every brand isn't there, and like not even all the products are there, and it just gets annoying kind of when you're just like searching through things. Ofra.
And Viseart did actually. Viseart looked like Jack. You're right, they did. She talked about this in one of the lives, and I totally blanked on that. So Cherokee asks, have you seen Baby Bat Beauty's new magnetic palettes they're about to release? No.
Oh wow.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, Linda makes me sad because I just kind of fallen in love with her lip product.
It's just weird. Like, okay. These are weird times. Like, it's not even weird times. Because like I was talking to Emily about this before, like when we were talking on Marco Polo, and it's just weird because like everybody's suddenly acting like Black people just like popped up out of nowhere, and so like it's a weird deal because here's what I'm gonna say. Like, I know that I have like I've looked onto Nessa Myrick multiple times. Nothing's ever been like sold out. Not saying that the business model isn't good. I'm just saying like all the shit wasn't sold out. Now, if you go, like half the shit's sold out because everybody's buying it for their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
To do their face full of Black-owned beauty. And it's a little like it's great for the businesses, right? But it's also like mind-blowing that like how the fuck did people not know? And then it's just like suddenly everybody's looking for Black people to be places that they didn't want us to be before. And I don't trust that exactly. It's a weird feeling because it's just like they didn't care for us to be there before, and now they're all just like trying to get us to show up. And then on top of that, all this like ugly racism and what's coming out about everybody. And like soon, y'all, we just gonna be like, what did you say, Nate? Shearing our own sheep? Like, damn.
Like, yeah, Linda had a lot. It's not just one thing. So, and part of it includes 2012 blackface.
Oh, so. Rough. I did see that. Ouch. I did see that. I remember now. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But on the good news, it looks like a lot of the white YouTubers that have been problematic for a long time, they're starting to get their just desserts. It looks like people have finally had enough of their bullshit. I mean, it's weird that it took this long for people to like go to a convention, get ripped off, stand in the heat, and have nothing good happen to them. And for them, like, racism is what did them in. Like, you almost dying outside in the fucking sun. You were like, no, I still love you. Then she's racist. You're like, no, fuck that. Like, I was like, I would have left at the sunburn part, but all right. You do you, boo.
Also, yes, that's about Linda. That's why it's not just one thing. It's multiple.
It is.
Yeah.
And there's like so many videos now. Like, it's blatant. It's fucked up. Like, these girls brought a golf cart with their friend in Florida. The old white man was following, and their kids.
But now you're good. Okay, sorry. It was just.
Oh, I'm sorry. They were like 15 years old, these girls, and a grown ass man is like following them on a golf cart, like, and they tried to like move over so he could pass them, and he wouldn't pass them. So they just kept, and the boys who were Black just jumped off the golf cart and like left because they were like not about some creepy old man following them, and they know the end result of that situation generally. So then the girls finally like get somewhere. The man's like yelling at them, like asking them to tell him, like, he's like, where do you guys live? All this kind of crazy shit. It was really fucked up. It's like everybody's coming out, and it's like, it's just fucked up. Like, I don't even know what to do with these people. Like, I just don't. Like, it feels like every brand has so many problems that are coming to light, and we just like legitimately either didn't know about it at the time and it was suppressed, and now we know, which like concerns me because I'm like waiting for all the rest of the brands to just be like, also.
Yeah. And this is Sephora is going to be selling Beauty Counter, which is an MLM for a limited time.
Yeah.
And they'll be under the clean beauty section.
Yeah, that's what these MLMs have to do.
Talking about what Linda did. She not only did blackface, but refused to take it down and defended it because that she couldn't hire a black model because her black friends were on vacation. And she turned off the comments for days on multiple posts, and then it's just back to posting makeup. Yeah.
People just be like, I think what's really upsetting is like their reasoning for it. Like, it was just like, oh, well, my black friends were on vacation. It's fine, boo. I'm like, it's not. No, but they were on vacation. Like, I was just trying to show you guys something. No, I get, but it's. Are you okay? Like,
and I don't know enough about Sweden to understand like race relations there, but I still think that's too many layers of fucked up racism to just excuse it on, well, she's Swedish.
I know.
I'm not even surprised about Sephora, if I'm being honest with
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that MLMs are like worming their way into actual stores. This is what's been happening is like investors have been putting their money into these shit fucking MLMs, and the only way that they're going to really like be able to survive fairly well with all this shit going on, because people don't have money anymore. Like husbands can't like give their wives, and wives can't give their husbands this extra $300 to buy some bullshit ass kit because like shit's fucking now. They're going to drop it in Sephora, and Sephora is just going to be the giant piece of shit that it is and accept it. But it's not like they probably have a choice, because I guarantee the people who's putting that in there is an investor in Sephora. I mean, I'm not going to, I don't know for sure. That's allegedly, but that's how this shit works. Because that's the second time this has happened there. I was saying I'm pretty sure that whoever, like that there's probably an investor that's involved with Sephora and beauty, whatever the fuck, and that's why this is happening. Again, they keep thinking they're slick.
Yeah. It's the same thing with the like aviation Dan and Fields, where it's just like, yeah. I mean, this might be the case, but I also don't see it happening fast enough for me to feel like it's actually doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm still trying to buy almost everything I can directly from the brand. I'm moving away from the Sephora and the. Thank you, because I just, first of all, most of the time, whatever sales Sephora is having, the website has it too, and sometimes better.
Yeah.
And then the websites tend to have sales at all these different times that you don't even know they're having stuff for sale. And so Sephora can have it full price on their site, but like if you went to like Marc Jacobs or some shit, it's, you know, it's 30% off, and you didn't know that when you were shopping on Sephora. So it's like it's kind of different, you know. So that's why I'm trying to just shop directly through the brand. And plus, like, you know, Emily, buying independent, right? So it just makes more sense for me moving forward that I'm just going to not really, I'm going to try really hard not to participate in buying stuff from Sephora, because like Sephora's proven time and time again that they're shady as fuck. And I'm not even talking about the layoffs, because I didn't feel like that was shady. But like, I do feel like, you know, their bullshit of you can donate using points, like that was crap. Just donate your fucking money, Sephora. Yeah. Like, just donate your fucking money. They're like, you can donate if you do. I'm like, no, you're asking people to buy shit to donate. Like, that's not, they may as well just donate money then. That's stupid.
Wait, Elise said, oh, where did it go? Oh my gosh. Yes, racism is not an accident. Folks know what's up now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just isn't. And I think it's like a good and bad thing, right? So it's good in that everybody's being exposed, but it's bad, and that we didn't know how fucking bad it was. Like we knew that like here's the thing, a lot of us knew we weren't represented. We didn't know that they were like
doing
we didn't know it was like that.
Yeah. And not to, for Nate and for anyone else that's in the same case where Sephora is the only beauty store close to my house. The one upside, or it's fine, and two, there is an upside of this entire I call it the beer virus being a thing, is that nobody can go to the stores close to their house because they're closed. So
Correct.
If you have to order from somewhere right now, it's a good time to try out some of these brand websites or other sites that you might not have been willing to try before.
Yes.
So,
because a lot of them are going to have fairly good return policies and ways that they can help you. Some of them may not let you necessarily return something, but they may send you your correct shade, all that kind of stuff, because they know they can't be open. They don't want to be, and this is the time for independent makeup, independent beauty. This is really their time to shine, because all these big brands have been showing their whole asses with the butthole out, hair and everything. Like we didn't want to see that. Like it's bad. And now that we see, and we're like, we didn't know that you had that to the bingo card, Tracy. Audra says hairy butthole.
Oh my goodness. Hairy butthole. There's always some hairy private part, I guess.
I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's been weird because, like I said, I've gone to the Minted website bunches of times in the past. I just hadn't figured out what I wanted and whatever.
That's bad. T said, y'all, it looks like the Pull Up for Change account has removed the IG post with Viseart and their remarks. It was that bad.
Well, I never bought anything from them. Is Violet Voss gay?
I don't. What?
My stance on like it.
Oh, you're breaking up. Is anybody else having trouble hearing Audra? Or is it just me? Because I keep hearing breaking up, and I just don't want to be like, you're breaking up, and everyone's like, it's fine. Oh no. You're frozen, Audra. You might have to leave and come back. Becky, yes. Okay, I'm gonna kick Audra, and she'll have to come. Oh. No, what did I do? Sorry, technical difficulties. Kick from studio and see if she comes back. But Feffy, that's so exciting. I'm so glad. Feffy's mom had to have the Rona test, and it was negative. That is so exciting. What is going on? Oh, come on. Okay. My computer screen just flashed black for a moment. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. Wait, what's going on?
The network dropped for a second. I'm rebooting and I'll be back.
Okay. Network reboot and Audra will be back. Okay, wait. What about Lisa Marie? I missed. What was there a comment about Violet Voss? I know we were talking about Viseart and a real bad response to Pull Up or Shut Up. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, so Daisy and anyone else that's new, I think what's going to be best is maybe to check. So we have a Discord. Actually, I can link it while we have this bit of downtime. we have a Discord, which is just like a chat room message board, and and some of us can try to find some receipts and post it in the Discord so that one, we don't have all the information right away, and we can share it when we have it. Copy. Yeah, it's a big old cancellation party. That's for damn sure. I'll try to look for it as well, Emily. Oh, Feffy. I'm so excited to hear that. That was a scary couple days. I know everyone on Discord was like, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah, there was some stuff that happened. No, so Linda is Linda Halberg. So Linda Halberg and Viziart are two of many brands who have been pulling some bullshit, being called out for it, with especially with Pull Up and Shut Up, and have not responded well at all. A half and half. Oh, my brain. My brain. What the hell? Yeah, like I remember maybe it was March. There's an indie brand called Touch of Glam that released a pandemic themed single eyeshadow collection. I grabbed screenshots of that before it disappeared. They apologized, but it's not good. We'll be our own like drama commentary crew, the Discord. That works. Yeah, like what the hell is half and half? I'm Elise, thank you. Thank you for going straight to the point. You've always been here, Keisha. But welcome back in case you maybe have happened to be new. Yeah, same. The right before I started, like right before I opened up StreamYard, my internet was just like Wheel of Death, Wheel of Death. So I don't know what's going on. Aw, Sheep is so cute. Okay, I'm just gonna keep promoting the Discord because Sheep is Feffy's adorable, fluffy white little dog that looks like a little sheep. So cute. Your hoodie needed a megabyte. Uh, I mean, why are people so fucking dumb? Then Viziart said something about someone's granny dying, seriously, and this is a very hard time for them, and they feel attacked. Oh, so sad for the little racist. Yeah, no, it was bad. That was Touch of Glam. Touch of Glam. Yeah, I took a screenshot of that, and then I was like, yeah. Okay, I think Audra's back. Hello.
Hi. No, the problem with the internet is like US open, like stop throttling it. So now we're all like, now they're back to throttling the internet and making us pay more for it. So pleasant. I'm gonna get a Wi-Fi booster for next time.
Oh, it's interesting. Christine says, so I guess my treat palette is down to Apricot Divine Rose 2 and Natasha Denona Gold.
Yeah, I mean, this is like unprecedented. We ask people to name some shit, and then they're like, "We feel attacked. We don't feel like we should have to provide." I'm like, "You don't have to give us a long explanation. Just phrase and let it go. Like, just say you don't have any black people there and let it go. Like, just be honest. Be like, we don't have any black people. We didn't think about hiring black people." And I'm like, I would respect your honesty more than I respect your bullshit around it.
Or not answering at all. If you don't want to answer honestly and admit, stay silent. Will it speak loud and clear? Yes. But yeah.
Because like old girl from, what was it? Sugar Pill.
Where, from what?
That got messy real fast.
Wait, what was that? I missed the brand.
Sugar Pill tried to play the
Sugar
Pill
card. Yes. Yeah. And there was questions about right when you got cut off that you were going to say something about Violet Voss.
I was asking if Violet Voss is still okay. Like, it feels like having to hunt down every motherfucker to make sure that they're like not being shitty. Don't even and it's getting.
I'm like, I don't care about their eyeshadows. I'm not that impressed with their quality, so I'm just like, I don't even care. I really do like the gold palette. If you like golds and turquoise and greens and mustards and browns, but if I was gonna spend $125 right now, I might be tempted by Pat.
Yeah,
just gonna say by Divine Rose too.
Yeah. That's true. I got you. Yeah, me too. But I'm holding myself.
But you also don't love greens.
Way too many orders coming.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of orders coming too.
Sorry. Yeah, so I'm just like relaxing.
Yeah. Also, Glow Recipe. Fuck them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I have their product, and I like that I have them, and now I'm like,
yeah.
Like I just feel like, it's just it's weird because it's shit that I kind of already know. It's shit that Brown already kind of knew. Like, we knew we weren't represented. We knew we didn't exist places. We knew we weren't in a lot of spaces, but we didn't know exactly how bad. We just used to sit and gossip amongst one another at the barbecue, talking shit. Like, we'd be at the cookout, being like, yeah, and going off. And now we're like, we were right. Like, and because some of them, they'll be like, 40% of our staff is,
diverse, as T put it, like 40% diverse.
And then 50% by POC, right? So they'll say 40% black, 50% by POC. We're like, wait, what do you mean? So do you mean that it's by POC, or what do you mean? Because is it actually 40% black? Like, their numbers aren't adding up.
Like, stop telling me your percentage of women when we're asking about not POC versus white, black versus white, leadership versus non-leadership percentages as well.
Yes. We are not asking if you have women. We know you have women there. We also know you probably treat them like shit, but we know you have women there. But we also know we're not in the space. And listen, we didn't need you to tell us that you didn't have us in the space. We see it in your dusty ass products.
Just as like she is saying, not surprised, but still shocked. The only brands that have black representation above 8% are black owned. Yeah. Yeah,
and that was a cool thing about being in Alicia Kinky Sweats Live, is like she had AJ on. Is it Simmons? Because I'm so bad
Crimson.
With names, but she had AJ Simmons. Crimson. I don't know where I got Simmons from. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. AJ Crimson, and he was really talking about like it's weird, even when he was talking about like being in Africa and being like it's different there. Like, black women are like, you see them everywhere, and it's not like it is here where you just don't see black faces. And I'm going to tell you all, since we're chill, I'm going to tell you a really weird anxiety story that I had today. Today I went back to watch this movie, one I thought was just kind of funny, and I thought it would be fun to just watch it while I went to sleep. It's a movie called Project X. You've seen it. kids having the ultimate, party, like cocktail is crazy. It's a crazy party. So the thing is, I started getting anxiety as I started to watch this movie because it's almost all white people, almost entirely white, and as the movie progresses, like I started to get anxiety because about it was like Black culture. The music was all hip hop and all of this stuff. And like at one point, like one of the New York kind of, I guess a New York Jew type kid or a New York Italian type kid, I'm not sure. And, but he has like that kind of stereotype where he's like wearing a sweater vest and all this stuff. He thinks he's cool, but he's not cool. At one point he drops the N-bomb, even though it's like the A, not the ER. And just like as the party progresses, like I had to stop watching it. And I remembered this movie being fun for me. But now it was like a source of anxiety because I'm just watching, like, you made an entire movie about kids throwing the ultimate party. And I guess, like, aside from having all of my culture snatched up, but
yeah,
it was also just the fact that it was so Black but so white. Like that's what it was that messed me up.
I think there's still some connection issues, so it's kind of skipping around a little bit. What movie is it? Or did you say what movie it was? I missed that.
It was called Project X.
Okay, Project X.
Yeah. So it, like, I don't know. It made me feel like shit. And I had to turn it, like my heart started pumping and I started getting stressed out and turn it off. I didn't know what else to do because I was like, why is this movie stressing me so bad? And I had to realize I was like, because it's like, if you took this movie and made it Black people, it would not have been received the same way. Like these kids having an epic party, the neighbors coming over, like all of this stuff. It was weird is I almost feel like it was a Black story, but like they just made it with white people. Like
they probably did. It probably was, and they probably did. I just wanted to quickly comment on Lisa Marie. This was a slightly older comment. I don't want to support problematic or shady people, and it's so hard to keep up because everyone is shady. Here's the thing. Who you are supporting is up to you. It's also up to you to do the work to find out these things. It's hard, but there's a lot of information out there. And while that can be overwhelming, that's also like the responsibility of somebody that wants to spend their dollars in a way that feels more appropriate, in this world. If you don't want to support racism, if you don't want to support transphobia, if you don't want to support sexism, then and especially if you're like, for me, I'm really into makeup, beauty, and skincare. So the dollars I spend in that part of my life and in that sector, I do want to vote with my dollars. There are sometimes other areas where I have the privilege as a white person to not constantly be thinking about that. But I'm trying to be more aware. But it's like I'm starting where I know I can get information and where I know I have enough knowledge to be like, don't need to buy this, don't need to buy this, don't need to buy that brand, don't need to buy that brand. Here's my core. And I'll just keep up with the core. The brands I'm interested in, the new ones that come on my radar, I'll keep a watch on them. Because for me, brands like ColourPop, ABH, Pastel Skeletor, not even going to touch that one. A lot of these brands that are like very, in my opinion, very obviously, even the whole Estee Lauder group, because of our being one of the biggest donators to Trump. It's like easy just to be like, I'm done with you. I'm not going to watch and see what you do because I've seen enough of it in a row. In a couple of years, if I'm curious, maybe I'll come back to it. But until then, you're just not on my radar. It's blinders. And it's actually quite helpful because I'm like, okay.
Yeah, as soon as I write them off, like I'm just done now. Like that's what I've done now. As soon as I write them off, I'm just done. I'm not trying to come back and forgive you. And the reason I'm not is because, like you mentioned, Pastel Skeletor. The reason I am no longer willing to forgive is because this monster has just repeatedly shown what a hideous human being he is. Even if you removed all racism, the way that he behaves to his own white friends is abhorrent. It is disgusting. And I couldn't support a person who treated supposedly their very own friends like they were dirt. Like I can't. Like what kind of person does that make me that I would defend and support them? At some point I have to say, okay, well, I'm done. Yeah, Kat Von D says she's not white only when it's convenient. That's a lot of people who do that. They'll say like they're not white when it's convenient. When they're getting accused of racism, then they're not white. But as long as like every white person is buying their shit and they're having a good time, it's fine. But the second they're racist, like racist shit gets pulled out, they're like, oh, and then she starts busting out her Spanish, like compromiso, and I'm like, no, girl, no,
Yeah.
we don't, no bueno. There's my Spanish for you, no bueno. Like, don't come at me trying to like, Spanish is my first language. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, because you weren't acting like you were like you were not acting like that is where you came from this entire time. You only did it when it was convenient,
when it was good for your branding and your themes. And I wanted to also, so Kay, so Kay commented, we need a Leaping Bunny type certification for racial justice, beauty, and products and brands. Here's the thing. Just like with Leaping Bunny and cruelty-free status, there are groups, there's Leaping Bunny, and then there are multiple other cruelty-free certification groups out there. Some people trust some people don't trust others. The reality is that when it comes to shopping these brands, whether you're looking at cruelty-free status or inclusivity, racial justice status, it's on you. You have to do the research and you have to make the call on what feels right for you. Sometimes for me, I'm just like, this brand just doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit. It's T uses the phrase gut check. I think that's it. And I feel that where I'm like, if I feel it, if it makes me feel kind of weird, I have a million other options out there in the world. I'm lucky in that way. But if my options were more limited, that gut check might have to be stronger for me to turn away from that brand. Because I'd have to be like, okay, well, I really have a small budget, so now I'm deciding between Maybelline, L'Oreal, and CoverGirl, who are practically owned all by the same people. So, like, it's all about your own, it's about you, and you have to make those decisions. And it's good to pay attention to what's going on and what people in your life are doing, but the responsibility really lies, especially on white people. It relies on us to get our shit together and decide if we actually care and we're gonna continue to do these things that we say we're doing. So
it's why I don't buy Tarte anymore. Like, they pissed me off, and like in 2016, and I was 2017. I don't know where it was, but like I really at some point had to be like, I'm not buying their shit anymore. The last thing I got from them, I didn't purchase. I just received it. Like everything I've received from them has been in beauty boxes. So I don't actually go actively out of my way to purchase from Tarte anymore. And I kept that going. And I anticipate that same energy. I'm not going to fuck with Milk. I'm never going to fuck with Benefit. Like, these are all brands. I'm not going to hang out with you. And I don't care anymore if you are sorry, because y'all sure had a great time profiting off of outrage marketing while it was working for you. But now that the tide is turning, y'all out here like, we love Black people. Look at, and then they're just, you remember that, like when they trotted out all those kids who weren't disposed of before they were born, and they all look like Village of the Damned. Like, that's what they're doing with Black people right now. They're just like trotting out Black people, like, these are our Black people, and the Black people are standing there uncomfortably, like, in the sunken place. So
and it's interesting how many people are like, the fact about Kat blew my mind too. Maybe it's just because
not me.
Not me, because I've seen a lot of people who are white that are like, oh, but I'm Spanish. Like, I'm from the country of Spain, when like their great uncle is from Spain. Like, not like literally saying, oh, I'm not American, I'm this. And it's not just one person. I've seen this happen with multiple dozens and dozens and dozens of white people. They're just like, but I want to feel special. I'm not just white. I'm this. I'm that. And it's just like, no, you were born in America. Each of your parents have a bunch of different countries in their ancestries. You're white.
And they've been born in America for a long time.
Get the fuck over it. Exactly. Like,
it's weird as fuck to me that people like. I have always found that weird that a white person will be like, "Well, what are you?" I'm like, "I'm black," and they're like, "No, but like, what are you?" And I'm like, "Still black," and then they will proceed to try to like justify their whiteness to me by like telling me all the other whites that they are, and I'm like, I know. I legitimately don't care about your mixed white. Like, I don't care, and I don't mean that to be shitty. I'm like, I just don't care. I don't care if you're Irish and a quarter Irish and a quarter Scottish and 3/3 of German. That's not even a fraction. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. Like, because I start looking at them like, first of all, who told you this? They're wrong. Second, if you need culture so bad, create some. Don't steal it, create some. Because
don't steal it, create some. I just want to repeat that for anyone that didn't hear
it. Like, don't steal it, create some, because the underlying issue with people doing that is that they very much understand they have zero culture, and it affects them in a way that they don't like, and therefore they have to glom on to ancestry that doesn't really even matter now. Like, it's the same thing when people have the argument about braids and be like, well, there's Vikings. I'm like, are you a fucking Viking? No, those aren't Viking braids you have in your hair. We wouldn't be saying shit to you if you had Viking plates. Like, I wouldn't care. That's your, but you aren't doing that. Are you celebrating all your Viking shit? No, you're not.
I love we're really broad. Yes. Like when a white person is like, I'm this percentage and that percentage and that percentage. Yeah, it's nice. That's all. It's all. Yeah, go tell someone who gives a fuck. Yep.
Like, it's just weird to me. Like, if I asked you, okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. And that actually happens in the Black community as well, to explain good hair. That's a thing, to explain good hair. They're like, must have that Indian in your family. Like, that's dumb. We all need to stop saying that we're native. The TikTok I saw today, I almost posted it and I did not, because I didn't want people to come at me. And they were like, all this time calling all these places with spices, and y'all still only season with salt. And I was like, no, not salt. Listen, I cannot, like, the amount of work potlucks I had to be at where someone's like, oh, I made this potato salad. I'm like, I know, because it has raisins and it tastes like shit. I don't know why.
Or it tastes like the bottle of Italian dressing. And I'm like, bottled Italian dressing is not good. Do not at me. It's not good. It doesn't taste good. Stop marinating shit with that.
It's just so painful. I'm just like, oh. Every time I go to somebody's house, they've like put some weird, like, I just feel like fruit in things randomly is like more of a white people thing than anything. I just don't do that. Like, we just don't. It's fine if y'all do. It's just weird.
Alex, you're right. The white people who tell you
what my God,
they are the same ones who are obsessed with their weird designer dog mixes so they can match. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but see, Katie, but you have a whole
same.
Yeah,
same.
Yeah,
except my dad's full Palestinian. But yeah, but I also kind of knew how white bread my mom was, because she said at one point in time when I was young, and she said it more than once, I could eat baked chicken and like steamed vegetables with no seasoning every day, because she just would get bored of cooking. Which, I mean, if you're cooking for 5 people every day, I don't blame you. But I was just like, I don't. No, that doesn't. No, please no. Anyway, so that's an example. It exists. People are out there that don't season their food.
Mayonnaise is the devil. Mayonnaise is the devil.
First, it was like I had alphabetized my spices, and they had 3 things of salt and 1 pepper. Oh, Thorn!
And like literally the
Thorn. The only thing I got
And generational poverty.
are nice eyebrows and generational poverty. And a knowledge of how to season your food, I bet. I'm making an assumption.
Like, ooh, Rami coming in hardcore. Oh, nice. And celebrate Cinco de Mayo. But the same people who are like, y'all need to go back to where you came from. Build
They're also the same.
And I'm like, what?
They're also the same monsters that have made chocolate hummus. Get the fuck out of my grocery stores with your bullshit dessert hummus. I will go on a rampage.
Maybe like
hummus. Like, that's not.
They be mayonnaising everything. Is that going to be our term now? They be mayonnaising everything, just mayonnaising it. Like, that's how I feel about it. Everything just becomes mayonnaise. And what I mean by that is they just like take something that was delicious and like from somebody else's culture, and then they just like make it gross. Like, I don't understand.
Terrible.
Yes. They're like, oh, sushi. We're going to make that, but we're going to do it with eggs. And you're like, what? What? Yeah, we're gonna make egg sushi. I'm like, that's not a thing. What are you doing over there? Oh, and then you just put a little bacon in there. Like, I mean, I like bacon, but I don't feel like this is what we should be doing. Like,
no, like Tamago sushi is different from egg and bacon sushi. Yes, Rami. If we have to leave, we're taking our food with us. Fuck yeah.
Thank you. Because like I made a comment today on Twitter talking about like if every person of color would just leave this country and take our culture and all this stuff, and I'm just like, what would y'all do? Like, what would be like, y'all can't do the electric slide without any rhythm anymore. Like, we took it. Like, you can't get on it about the Cupid shuffle and be like, how's she doing that thing with her hands? Is she like, what kind of movement? Like, y'all won't be able to do that anymore. You won't be able to follow us for the dance no more. Like, you won't have it. Like, the sports, gone. Like, sports, gone. Music, I mean, you'll still have some, but like, no. But like,
yeah. Nobody wants.
Then the other thing that I brought up is I'm just like, you do know, like, what kills me all the time is that poor racist white people think that they have more in common with rich white people than they do with black people in general. A Cinco de mayonnaise.
Okay, here's the thing: is I don't hate mayonnaise like some people in the chat, but I think mayonnaising is a great phrase.
Yeah.
Yes, most Arabs will stare at you blankly, or they will kill you. They will rage. You're like,
yeah,
what the fuck.
Listen, the only reason they started having gorditas, like that's not. They just started putting it on their menu because everybody got it from Taco Bell. Like, real talk. Like, because I remember when those came out, and my friend who is Mexican, like third generation. See, if you knew how many times I've said that kind of way to fucking Emily, where I'm like, I can't stand American food. I feel like it's so gross. Like, I just feel like so much of it is disgusting.
You should just start looking up Project Exodus, #Project Exodus. Thanks to T. It's a thing. I've been like,
worst comes to worst, we pool our money.
Yep.
And we buy some land and we make our own damn town and be like, fuck all y'all.
I knew you would react like this, Faisy. I knew that.
Yes.
There's other flavors too, like Snickerdoodle.
Yeah. Listen, I live in the South. What I'm getting at with living in the South is every year they have a state fair in Texas. And every year they find some weird shit to fry. Now, when I say weird shit, I mean things that you don't think you can fry, like Dr. Pepper. They had fried Dr. Pepper at the fair. And I sat going, how the fuck do you, that's a soda. What do you got? They're like, oh, will you take like the syrup, I guess? And I'm like,
oh, well, some places are just like, they're making like the cakes. Like, have you ever seen somebody make a box cake mix? And there's like these like this was not even a current hack. This is like a 90s like low fat hack where it's like replace the liquid with a soda or a diet soda if you're extra terrible. Some of these places that are like
Yeah.
selling fried Coca-Cola, it's just like funnel cake made with Coca-Cola in the batter. But
Yeah, it's gross. That's
yeah,
like
yes.
Curtis Connor made this video
I'm
about these
excited about
two
this.
girls who I think
More
are
content.
white.
Yay! Laguna
Yay!
Island.
Laguna Island for real. I think I'm gonna make
Actually,
a
Katie,
shirt.
that does work. Oh, Laguna Island. I
Yes,
like that.
that does actually
Katie,
work.
that does actually work. It doesn't taste like mayo. It gets crispy and quite nice, I will say. I recently tried it again after a while, after not using it for a while. Yeah, this.
So I have mustard, mayo, and ketchup for one very specific reason, like all three of them. Because if I run out of cheese and I'm making like a turkey burger, when I mix all three of those things together, that's everybody's secret sauce. Everybody's secret sauce at
Yeah.
restaurants is some variation of that anyway. But if I mix them all together in the right configuration, it acts as cheese. So then that way I don't have to like take my ass to the store. That's why I have mayonnaise, to be honest, because I don't actually like mayonnaise.
I just kind of threw up in my mouth. Okay.
My aunties were
Yeah.
like, listen, my auntie was making cabbage. Like, I was like, fuck yeah, cabbage. Like, I love going over to my auntie's house because she throws down. I'm like, auntie, I'm hungry. Like, and like we went, I think, what, I don't know. I don't think it was Memorial Day. We went for something else. I think maybe it was her Mother's Day or something. She makes her like mac and cheese. Oh, baby. Like, listen, I know people were raised on Kraft. And if you must eat Kraft, I
Craft is
understand.
trash.
But there are
Oh, yeah.
ways to like when I had to live on like had to have Kraft because like I was just too broke to buy all the shit to make macaroni and cheese. What I would do is take the box and right. Then the next step is that I would like pour out a little bit in like a baking pan and then cheese in it and like make it layered with cheese, like actual real cheese, and bake it for about 20 minutes. And then it was like, it tasted good. Like it wasn't gross.
Because you added cheese and cooked it again. I will say, actually,
Yeah.
I've discovered this year, thanks to quarantine, Annie's box mac and cheese is actually pretty good. I'm going to say. But I also usually doctor it up anyway. So.
Pete, I can't give you mouth to mouth. Like, like the things that people, have y'all seen that guy reacting to those people making shit?
Wait, a donut?
Oh, God.
I can't even say that out loud. Why? But why? Okay. I'm just gonna.
That was so gross.
But why?
Like, have y'all seen that? It's a black guy and he's reacting to like these like food hacks. And he's like, oh no, baby. Are they putting in pickles? Why they got pickles? Like he is making weird stuff and it's like they're making weird stuff and he's reacting to it. It's so if I find some when I'm going through my TikTok, I'll add them on the fun stuff. Okay, we're waiting for Thorn. We are waiting for Thorn's whole ass channel.
Yes.
Thorn be on the Instagram. I'm not going to pressure Thorn in any way, shape, or form. But one day when Thorn does have a channel, we will be guesting you on the 5 for 5 Live. Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't even matter what day. We can just have you on here, whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, 5for5live@gmail.com. If people want to give us ideas or collab, yeah, there you go.
See, this is why I wear like funky color highlighter because it just does like so much. Today I think I'm wearing like a bluish. Same. And it just gives me like this extra like, oh, look at that. Oh, yes, bitch, get it. We're over here look at our highlighters. Yes.
I love highlighter. It gives you like
because what I like to do with mine is I like tap it on, I tap the blue on, and then I like just dust it over it with the gold. Girl, it just gives it like this like I look all luminous and shit.
That's why people are like, oh, I want to like they go with the natural colors, and I'm like, but you can be super glowy and shit,
Yeah, that's the
and
thing. The
with
funny
weird
thing about
colors.
it, when you're dark skinned too, and also really pale, actually it works both ways. When
Yeah,
you are really pale and you're really dark, the highlight actually does not, unless you're in the right light, it actually does not come off as blue. So it actually just
yeah,
looks like a really beautiful highlight, and it's better than just giving off like a gold glow. Does that make sense? Instead of me being like gold everywhere, it's just like I have a natural,
yeah.
like a beautiful natural highlight when I use pinks and purples and blues and greens, as opposed to when I use gold and I'm like, it's gold. Like,
Yeah. Well, and it depends on the formula. There are some colorful highlighter formulas out there that will look like a stripe of blue because of how it's formulated, and those are usually the shittier ones. But the nicer ones that have it's like a clear base almost, that's what gives you that ability to like put it on. It's like it's hiding.
hi,
Yes.
Jovi's
That
mom.
okay.
Welcome.
Oh
Welcome
yeah,
to your
wait.
first
The
live.
chat.
I'm sorry, I happened to catch that.
Good night, Kay. Oh no, it's good
Good
because
night,
the chat just
Kay.
jumped and
It did. I saw that too.
welcome. That's amazing.
Jovi's mom has got it
Yes,
going. I'm so
Katie.
sorry.
Seriously, I'm
Yes.
yeah, guests, people, welcome to join us.
Katie,
Can't
yeah,
talk.
you know, I have no filter. Like I didn't even realize some of the shit I said again until people were quoting it back to me. Like there's somebody who quoted back one of the things I said, like not horizontal, ha ha ha, and I was like, ha
Yes,
ha. So I had
happy
to go back and watch it. Yes, Feffy, you have got to stop getting the sickness. I can't even say sickness
sixness.
because listen. I'm like I got thick tongue right now.
Yep.
Because I'm starting to get the. Remember I told you about my.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I have on right now. Emily sent this
Is
to
it
me.
any of the
Emily
ones that I
sent.
sent?
Yes, you hooked me the fuck up. This is a bluey one in the
It's
pan.
probably from Moonchild, or it might be from Aurora, but I think it's from Moonchild. But I would say Kaleidos. I know Luxie does colorful highlighters that I love. Davina has some. BH makes some.
Oh
Like there are
God.
options now. You don't have to just buy from like more expensive brands. You don't have to buy a palette full of colors. You can totally just find like a like one-off colorful highlighter that you can try it out.
I am so sorry. I
Um,
got grossed out because Vision of
okay,
You.
thank you.
She sent you okay, thanks. So
Yes,
here's the
Skywalker
thing.
blue.
Yes. Uh, who fucked me up? Vision of You fucked me up with the
Yes.
ambrosia. So fucking gross. That is the most disgusting thing. The fruit and the mini marshmallows, whipped cream, and oh my god, ambrosia. Oh, it's like as bad as a fucking fruitcake. Who did this?
Green Jello salad. Exactly.
Yeah, Alex.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh, this sounds delicious. I don't know where that came from, but oh yeah,
because
spicy peanut noodles.
y'all know, like me and Em are like pretty chill ass chicks. So
Yes.
realistically, if we knew
Seriously,
y'all, like
yeah,
it's even down to collabs, right? Like I get it. People want
same.
to social climb, whatever, but I like that's not my goal here. I like hanging out with my friends. There's cool shit I would not have done without having collaborations. Like there's stuff I've done with Emily that I never would have done if I hadn't collabed with her. There's things I did with Alex the Alchemist who's in here. I would never have tried to create my own palette if somebody hadn't asked me to. Like I would just sat there and be like,
I'm so
this
glad
seems like
you
a
did because
daunting
you did such a
task.
good job at it. Also,
Thank you.
tomorrow, collab with the two Alexes that are in the chat and me might be happening. I don't know what time they go live, but it's happening.
EAA.
um, and somebody in the chat asked, um, wait, themes or ideas. So we're open to any recommendations, and if you like, if you're like, I'd love to come on and talk about this, that's great. That's my recommendation. If you want to collab, whether it's with Audra or me or some other YouTuber, having an idea of like what you want to collab about is helpful because it kind of gets the
Yeah,
conversation started. Um,
it does
or
because
if you
if I'm perfectly
okay,
go ahead.
no, go for it.
No, Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, it does help to have an idea because sometimes shit gets a little crazy, and if you don't have an idea, like it's hard for me to just try to come up with an idea because here's what I'll tell you. So with everything that was going on, I actually had Alex was so kind and let me push our collab because like just a lot of shit started happening and I didn't realize that this and this was going to go down. And some of it's stuff where it's not like, oh, I think that this is a better opportunity or anything like that. It's just like once in a lifetime opportunities that I'm like, why would I say no? I can't. So like being on Jen Love's, Robert Welsh, that's the kind of shit where I'm like, ugh. So, and Teresa from Neon Cartoon Raccoon Beauty. Did I say it in the right order this time? Because I always feel like I say it in the wrong order. Anyway, she let me push for a little bit because I had so much happening. So it's like if you have an idea, oh, Kathleen, we don't really have anything that we stay away from. Like, I mean, I will go in all day about Jeffree Star. We will go. We were like, I'm not gonna get us in trouble. I'm like, I don't want to get us in trouble with our Marco Polo conversation. With us talking about Ashley Kyle's a grown ass woman over there trying to be like, I thought he was my friend.
Not just her. Everybody. I'm gonna say it. It's my chance. Everyone that's coming out and being like, I had no idea. I thought he was my friend. I didn't think he was that bad. And now I know. Shut the fuck up. You were part of the game. You decided to play. Don't act like you're innocent. Katie, fuck you. That sounds amazing. Sorry, I responded.
That does sound really good.
That combination. I love cherry soda and okay. Also, I wanted to say wait. I don't know what that is. So,
expensive ass makeup that we can't afford to love. It's all of it. Really, it's all of it for me.
Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna put the email. I'm putting the email in the chat. I just want to say, if you're some person and you're like, oh, I think this topic would be really cool with you and this other person, you can also email us that. Because if you're like, I think Alex the Alchemist and you two would be great to talk about this thing, then that would also give us the idea to then go to somebody else and be like, hey, come join 5 for 5 Live. Anyway.
Yeah, because so what happened is I happened to run up on Ashley Kyle's video and it didn't sit right with me. Now, the reason it didn't sit right with me is because she's a grown-ass woman, basically, and not only a grown-ass woman, but also a drama channel. So I'm going to tell you from my perspective as a grown-ass woman, whether I'm 29 or 40, if I have a very small drama channel and a weird, dusty, pale, creeptastic, predator-looking motherfucker comes towards me, like as in the predator, like the monster, like as in that, and is like, hey, at no point, zero, am I going to think that we're friends. At no point am I going to think that that is a friendship. That is transactional. It's like being a fucking reporter. Like if you're a reporter and somebody like famous comes to talk to you, what do you think that they want? Because it's not friendship. You know what I mean? If you're a reporter for a top magazine, like fucking Mel Gibson ain't coming to hang out with you because they want to be friends. They have some shit they want to spin and they need you to help them do it. And I don't care. You can say all you want. Like he's a master manipulator. Night Pete's. I'm not gonna buy it from you. I'm just not. Yeah. I can't. I thought we were friends. I'm like, no, don't. All these people come here acting like they're fucking heroes. No, you're not a hero.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, I just checked my email. Thank you, Rami. You know why. I know we haven't talked about skincare yet, but Audra did influence me to buy that ordinary, they call it the blood mask. It's the red AHA BHA peel. I'm excited. I want to peel off my skin.
Listen, you saw my face after I used it. I was like, my face is tight.
Yeah. Yes, this. It is. Yes. It is getting the raise your hand if you've been victimized by Regina George. Exactly.
Thank you. And it just
Yeah.
it bothers me so much. And I understand, like, the only reason any of these people are coming out right now is because there's a chink in his armor. There is like a piece of his armor is cut out, and there we go.
Thank you, baby. It's because we're in the gutter, le gutter, and also because we like to mock Lady Gaga and House Labs. Le riot, fuck that. It's le gutter. And welcome.
Welcome. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm still never
Sharita
gonna forget that
explains it
chat
all
because that
is
fucking. Yes, I love Sharita. She is amazing. Guys, she's not a drama channel, okay?
Sharita.
So the thing about Sharita is she's not a drama channel. She does commentary. She's fucking amazing. And she just, like, she'll talk about things like why Jeffree Star won't fail, why Pastel Skeletor is just always going to make it by, blah, blah. I really don't think he's going to be able to slide the fuck through this, because as you look at it more and more, like, what is he, 34 years old? Still acting like it's high school, like, bruh.
Except he just has millions of dollars more than he did.
Yeah. And it's just, it disgusting behavior. But all of these people coming out underneath are like, well, he treated me poorly. I'm like, of course he did. And where were you? Like, it just messes me up every time. They're just like, oh, well.
I don't follow Kendall Alfred, but yeah, no. They're all the same. Yes, Amanda Beebe and as told by Kenya. And they are both commentary, in my opinion, not drama. And yeah.
Yeah, and our Irene Sharita's also black. Yeah, she's black as too. That's what I was gonna say, because I'm getting drunk instead of black as well.
Black as
she
too.
is also
Speaking
black.
of getting drunk, I'm gonna add bourbon to my mango because.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna drink straight out the bottle. And I was like, I'm going fucking hard. She gonna drink out the bottle. Oh shit! We get live as
It's been a day.
You get like
I don't have my super smooth one anymore though. I finished that, so. Whew.
Yeah,
I think he does have fans over 30. I do. Wait, are you asking about Yolanda? Are you asking what he did? It's just I feel like people are starting to speak out. I don't know. And he also.
It said every.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
You go for it.
So he's done a lot of shit, but like I'm aghast. I'm like, I don't share her opinions. Essentially, what's happened is to
oh no, you're breaking up again.
I know.
Oh, you're frozen. No. Okay. Okay, you're not. No, are you frozen again? Oh.
Network right now.
Okay, that's better. Technological difficulties. Sorry, everybody.
All right. Like.
Oh, you're breaking up again. I'm sorry. People are bored, so now they're telling on him, pretty much. Oh no. Okay, we'll see if Audra is back. Yeah, that's pretty much the answer, Annie. Oh, Alex, I didn't see the apology. Let's see. I love this. The snake bit you? Of course he did. Oh, there we go. Wait, you're black. The screen. You are a black person, but your screen is black. No, what's going on? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna kick her from the studio again. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's up. She did that earlier, turning it off and turning it on again, I think. But yeah, Keisha, people are acting like the Jeffree Star racist antics just came out, and it's like, have you been alive before today? Diana. Diana hit the nail on the head. Oh, that's a good question. I don't have any good recommendations, but Snape's asked, I had a thyroidectomy 3 weeks ago. Anyone got good scar fading techniques or products? There goes the snort. Yeah, I was like, that didn't come out right, and then it didn't come out right again. So, But yes, if anyone has any good scar fading products or techniques, yeah, bitch, buy a lamp. Jiffraff. Wow, I had not heard that one before. Here's the thing is that, like, he's been mean. He's been mean to people. Oh, that's true. And then his last palette was a fucking mess. And so people feel like they can jump ship. Oh, bio oil is a recommendation. Peppy, this is why I want you on here because this is perfect. The people talking about Pastel Skeletor are very. Oh wait, I need to see if are very people who voted for the tiger eating faces party are shocked that the tiger ate their face, and yikes. Indeed. Too rich. It's like eating short ribs in the middle of summer. Too rich. Oh, Audra says I have to reboot every 30 to 45 minutes for the internet. I'm ordering a Wi-Fi booster as we speak. Yay! Let's see. Oh, good night, Ruthie. He's been trashed since MySpace. Exactly. Oh, more scar recommendations. Palmer's cocoa butter and rosehip oil. Nice. I like rosehip oil. Oh, those palettes were flops. I mean, I think they sold out, but I still don't believe it, I guess. This is exactly. Ramanzilla Rami says, could Joffrey potentially have been a horrible person 10 years ago and become better? Sure, maybe. But has his actions shown that? No. So miss me with the apologies. Cheyenne Audra has to do an a router reboot. So she is in the process. And my laptop screen just went black as well. What is going on? I'm sorry for the tech tonight. Angela, I think the point of finding out what he's done, or I don't know, it's not about like too flat to like self-flagellate and make yourself feel worse about the decisions you made. It happens, but hopefully that just makes you a more aware shopper moving forward. The best you could do is look back and be like, okay, well, you could look back and say, well, why did I make these purchases? Was I just not informing myself? Was I following the crowd? Was I doing a mix of things? Any of that is like shit that we've all done, and you have to kind of learn from it and move forward. Yeah. Yolanda. Oh, still remember Saturday's brunch chat in the chat, but not in the mic. That made me so mad. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, more scar recommendations. Bio oil and CeraVe for her surgery scar. YouTube Gremlins. Red and purple color story. Kind of duping the blood sugar. And Audra is back.
Making my way downtown.
Jen.
Hi. I was singing that song.
I didn't even know people were still posting looks with the ashy palette.
So,
People
and
like
this is,
Cam are.
if y'all knew how many
Go ahead.
motherfuckers I have unsubscribed to at this point, I have unsubscribed because they're tone deaf. Like there are people right now who are still constantly being like, I got my ColourPop palettes. I'm like, are y'all serious? Like, they don't like us.
Yeah.
They don't like us. Now some of them are doing it and I appreciate, like Too Much Mouth. I actually really like her. She was like, she was like, I'm gonna try this one more time because they sent it to me in the mail, like their pastel palettes, and she was like, still look dusty. Like but it's
I'm
weird
sorry.
shit.
To release such a soft pastel palette after the entire ColourPop Me Black situation, they really don't give a fuck. They don't. They don't. Those are not pastels for deeper skin tone. They are
No.
pastels for my white ass. But guess what? I already have them. So I'm not paying for your overpriced. It's budget, but I'm still calling it overpriced because pressed glitters. Fuck you. Your overpriced palettes.
Yeah, because I mean, I have some nice pastels that I got in the Dominique Cosmetics rustic palette. I like those. Those are nice. They end up showing up very well on my
Same everything.
skin, and I look pretty, and I'm very happy about it. And I was like, oh yeah, I can wear pastels. And T is one of the people who inspired me to do so. Between T and Jackie Ina, I
Yes.
was like, okay, I can try to wear pastels as a dark skinned woman. Because like I think a lot of times, especially because like the way the light hits me when I'm filming, like right now I'm in like low light, so you see like how like I'm dark. And it's funny because of the way lighting is, you don't think I'm this dark, but like I'm dark. Like I'm dark. And it's been such a struggle. And to have run into, I think when I first started watching YouTube, the first like drama channel was Beauty with Ashley. Then I ran into Jackie Ina, whom I was I'm not gonna lie, I felt convinced to not like her over some bullshit, right? Like again, that was like internalized racism and all this kind of shit. Because looking back, I'm like, what's weird is like we're supposed to get mad at her over this shit, but like these people just keep fucking up and we just keep forgiving them. Weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. Like I even told Emily, I was like, there's a video that I had to go back and delete. I was just spouting shit out of my ass, just trying to like be relevant on YouTube. So I deleted the video because I was like, yeah, I was making some bullshit. I was saying some dumb shit, and I realized I was like, what kills me about a lot of people is I'm like, if you knew you said some fucked up shit in the past, why wouldn't you just remove it? Anyways, but
Yeah.
if you're saying on, then like delete, like, and I deleted it because I knew at that point in time when I was trying to do like drama kind of commentary bullshit, where that
Oh, you're breaking up again. Oh my god.
was trying to get views. Like,
oh no. The damn internet.
Ooh, I know. I just fixed it, man. I literally just fixed it.
Okay. Yeah, the last anything you said basically was all broken up. I was like the last
Was it?
all of it. Yeah. Yeah. Besides Jackie Ina and being basically convinced to not like her.
Yeah. So I mean, with internalized racism, essentially what they've done is convinced Black people, like other Black creators, to not like other Black creators. It is a sad state of affairs that it took a fucking pandemic and extreme racism to get Black creators to be able to find each other on YouTube. When I tell you, I like the past 3 weeks, this is like really when I first started hearing about Elsie Brianna, and she's fucking amazing. The fact that I didn't know she existed all this time.
And she was talking about this in her live today, where she was like being home, and for her specifically being more available to actually spend time on YouTube is how she has found, and because of the community that's kind of sprouting up, is how she's found all these creators. She kind of reminds me of like when T called you out for like, I didn't know you made videos. She was kind of saying like, I didn't know I had so many people that watched my videos that made videos. And I didn't know it until the last couple of weeks, including people like you and all these like smaller creators. And you have this whole community for you and for so many other Black creators that you found.
Way to promote yourself, but like I'm also very low key, and I just really didn't want like I'm not a good clout chaser. I'm not very good at like showing up to the party, be like, hey, I know you're a very successful Black woman on this platform. I'm also trying to do some bullshit. Could you maybe hi? So that's not even my nature because I'm a fucking Taurus, man. I'm like, nah, it's cool. So the fact that like it took T, I guess she just like, no, it was Lacey tweeted out my shit and like y'all blew my whole world up. Yes, thank you, Kitchen Love. I had to check myself. I really did. I had to check myself and be like, wait a minute, hold up, hold the fuck on, because what it took was me, especially even looking at that like old ass video, is it took me realizing that I was sitting there prepared to be like, let's just stop being dicks to the guy because like da 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 da, and like blah, 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 again talking right out my hole, like the whole butthole, just right out of it, just like my mouth had moved back there. Thankfully, it's moved back to the front so you can see how pretty my lips are. But like, what I'm saying is, it was very upsetting to go see that and realize that like I had been got to the point where like I was eager to just defend anything that this monster did and be able to like downgrade Jackie because of like, and it didn't make sense. And that's why I deleted it. I didn't delete it because I'm all like, I don't want anybody to find out. I'm like, no, I deleted it because I was like, I was talking out of my ass and I allowed myself to get completely taken over by internalized racism, internalized misogyny, like all that shit, to where it was like, well, I mean, like, blah, blah. But nobody's ever like, listen, I went to school with a girl named Care. I think she had a hormone issue. She was growing a beard in middle school. It wasn't her fault. Like, she was a cool chick. I loved her. She was fantastic. But people called her Gorilla. Like, when people wanted to be mean to her, they called her Gorilla. They would call her Magilla Gorilla. And that's one of the things that like woke me up, because I had to like also look at, I do dumb shit. Like, I'll be cleaning my house. Emily knows. I find shit randomly. Happened to find my yearbook and found Care in there. And I remembered like people calling her Magilla Gorilla and like all that. And I was just like, why the fuck? Because she was a big girl. She was plus size, but it was just, she was dark Black. She was dark skin, like Napita Luongo dark, like Nima Tang dark. She was very dark. So the fact that they were calling her Magilla Gorilla, there's no other way that you could take that other than racist. Like, nobody calls a Black person a monkey or a gorilla without deliberately meaning exactly what they say. And I don't care if people think I'm trans. Like, I don't ever give a fuck about that. I've been called that more than one time, and I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. Like, I don't know. Like, I look good then. Like everybody that I know is trans is like they're fucking killing it, man. They fucking killing it. So like I'm like, I dated a trans man, he was killing it. Like, I don't know what you want. Cool.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too about being Black is their strong features. You know, like we keep getting pushed into these categories and we have to work extra hard to try to be feminine. It's one of the reasons why I don't bother as much to wear something fancy or pretty in my videos. I wear tank tops. I do it on purpose. There was a part of me that used to try to dress up, and now purposefully I don't, because I'm like, I'm not going to try to pretend to be someone I'm not. I don't dress up all the time. I don't wear cute shirts all the time. Most of the time, you're going to find me in a tank top. And I realized, like, I want to film the way that I am. If I went to an event, I'm coming in a fucking tank top, and at least people would know, like, that's how she is in real life. Like, she doesn't just film like that. Her ass is out here at the event wearing a tank top. You're goddamn right I am. Like, I don't have the patience to try to, like, pretend that I'm fancier than I am.
Well, and also I think for me, like with Jackie, I feel like because I saw this setup of like other Black creators that I was watching and enjoying because they had been set up to kind of turn on her. I was like, okay, well, I guess that's some intense shit, and like I should pay attention to that, and I should listen to other Black people, and like not necessarily just follow their lead mindlessly, but I was like, I did disagree with some of the things, and so yeah, for a long time I was like, yeah, no, I'm not really like, nah, I'm not really like, I'm not really into Jackie anymore, and just lately I've been like watching her stuff again, and I'm like, she's just like, she is who she is. And like, do I agree with everything she's done? No. Do I think she should have been like villainized the way she was when so many other white creators get away with so much worse? No. And I felt similarly, I had kind of a similar thing with Juvia's. Yeah. And like, I don't even know what all the owner of Juvia's has done, but at the same, we see Pastel Skeletor get away with things over and over and over again, never gets canceled, yet Juvia's pretty much instantly gets a lot of cancellation for, again, I don't have a full scope of like what Chi-Chi did, but I just think that it's fucked up is not even the best word to use, but it's just fucked up how white creators, white brand owners get away with so much, and Black creators and Black brand owners can't get away with anything.
Well, like, Chi-Chi got out of pocket a couple of times. All right, she did. She did. But like, listen, there are people who are very passionate about what they do, and do they always go about it right? No. I will be honest, because I don't always go right about everything. I can get passionate and get rowdy. I mean, you've seen it. But like at the same time, I had to realize that like it doesn't make sense that I would turn around and like Chi-Chi gets out of pocket, she's canceled. But Norvina can be over here doing all kinds of fucked up shit and don't nobody cancel ABH. Everybody stayed on the payroll. Again, everybody stays on these people's payrolls because one, they want the new releases. They don't want to be the only one without it. And they don't realize the power that we all have together. That's what fucking kills me. Is I'm like, listen, if all y'all motherfuckers collectively said we're not reviewing Pastor fucking Skeleton, like, done. What's he gonna do?
Also,
fucking nothing.
But also nothing. Norvina and ColourPop, same thing. Yeah. If everyone was like not doing it, yeah.
Yeah. Because there was like they're worried about their views, and I'm like, but here's the thing: if instead of you like promoting hatred and bullshit and discrimination, you go, I'm not about this shit. Like, I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to put up with it. And you say that outright, because I feel like the day that video came out is the day that I ended up talking to Robert. But then he put that video out, and he went through without fail facts, and was just straight about why he wasn't going to feature these brands on his channel. He really didn't have to do that. He did it, right? Because he has damn near 500,000 subscribers. His brother is almost at 800 subscribers, I believe. So he had everything to lose by doing that video. Everything.
Yeah.
Because
and just to,
like big go ahead.
I was gonna say, just to catch anyone up, if you didn't see the video, Robert did a very like specific video of these are brands I'm not going to review. You will not see these brands on my channel. And he mentions Morphe, he mentions Pastel Skeletor, he mentions MLMs, he mentions really luxe brands like Charlotte Tilbury. Maybe not all luxe brands, but like Charlotte Tilbury. Like he
says it's just
clearly stated. Yeah, he clearly stated like more than a half dozen brands where he was like, you're not going to see these on my channel for these specific reasons.
Yeah. And when he got to Jefferson Starship, he was like, listen, I saw you guys in the comments and I started doing some research. And once I did that, I was like, ugh. And he's not going to have the shit on his channel anymore. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this
he did the research too.
Yeah, he did his own research. And this is why like Emily even said that. And I'm so glad that Emily, like this, I love Emily. Like I am friends with Emily. Emily is one of my dearest friends. Yeah. We talk every fucking day. She literally does not ever have to say any of this stuff on her channel ever. But she does, right? And when we talk about allyship and that kind of shit, This is what we're talking about. I'm talking about being able to have what I would normally consider an uncomfortable conversation, but being able to have it with my friend, and it's not uncomfortable anymore. It's not like the first time I started like broaching the subject, I was like nervous, not because I didn't think she was my friend, but because I was nervous about her reaction, because that's how a lot of Black people feel when we're like trying to like talk about our issues.
Because your whole life is surrounded by that. You like every day of your life.
So it's like to have Emily in my life when I'm able to just sit there, like I'm able to talk to her and go like when I looked at her today, I said that and I was like, these brands act like Black people just pop the fuck up out of nowhere, and like she always comes back like yes, and she like fucking agrees and is there, and not just like half-ass being like, yeah, you're right. Like, no, she agrees. And then she cites fucking shit like, yeah, like this brand, they're doing this. I don't believe this. Like she's paying attention. And that's to me what allyship means, is that you're not just sitting here saying you agree with me. You also know why you agree with me.
Well, and like the thing is, and that's why, especially tonight when there were some comments in the chat where I'm like, as Katie said, it's our job, it's our role as white people and as people of color, as anyone who is not a Black person, get uncomfortable. Be okay with the uncomfortable. I struggle with that. I don't like conflict. I don't like confrontation. I don't, being uncomfortable, like I have my own state of uncomfortability that I'm in all the damn time. Yay, mental health. But other things I'm like, but why do I have to deal with that? But then I'm realizing like, T, you and Audra are gonna make me fucking cry. Audra knows I'm an emotional bitch.
Fucking facts.
But I just get so tired of, and even seeing Audra like in certain interactions where she goes and steps up and talks to white people who are friends or acquaintances and is like teaching them, and I'm over here like, fuck that. You deserve your time to be on your own, and you don't need to be a teacher to them. They are smart enough, they are well equipped enough to not, that's above and beyond what you should be required to do. You're a sweetheart and you do a lot of that shit, and I still think you do a lot of probably work that you don't, like emotional labor that you shouldn't be doing. But that's also my defensive friend mode where I'm just like, protect your own self, Audra. But but I also see you getting like, you'll come back to me and give me like information about how a conversation went, and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing how you're gaining from this conversation too, whether different things in your own personal growth. So, but yeah, just listening. So, and that's why I'm like, as white people, we just need to listen and understand that like we've had it easy in a lot of ways. Also, hey Kat, rented fashion. And like yeah, and we need to be doing the research. And here's the thing, if you don't want to care, if you don't want to do the research, then you need to be okay with somebody saying, you're kind of, you're supporting a racist because of the makeup you bought. And if you're okay with that, like if you're okay with being like, yeah, I did buy makeup from a racist, then you need to stand in that.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. It's like if you don't want to do the research, that's fine. Don't do the research. But know that you might get called out. Some of your friends, your family, people on the internet might be like, oh, that bitch is wearing makeup from a racist.
Yeah. Like, so Nate, I hope you don't mind. It's already too late. It's happening. You brought it up in the chat, so it's happening. So Nate and I were like talking on Instagram, and they sent me this funny fucking script. And I told them, like, man, you need to make this into like a thing, because it says, here at Company Incorporated, we are proud to launch our newest release, Diversity and Caring. Now, I know we've been asked for this for hundreds of years, but we just didn't know we could exploit the Black community for profit in the same way we exploit the whites. And to be honest, most of our CEOs grew up in an affluent area where some thought Black people were a myth till this very day. But better late than never, so we're launching Diversity. Fine print, read it fast like at the end of a commercial. Diversity may or may not be limited to. We aren't sure yet, and we're not really going to change our work culture to make it more inviting, but we will include more hood memes on our page so we can connect with your kind. Like, Nate, I was screaming when I read that. Like, just the part of it, like, our newest release, Diversity and Caring, about fell out. I almost fell the fuck out. I was like, no, they did not. like you are the worst for having done this to me on the day of my dog's quinceañera. No.
Oh my god. But also, Audra, you giving me like, you bragging about how I listen and respond is also like, I also want to say, white people, don't expect that out of your relationships. When you act like an anti-racist, don't expect Black people in your life to be like, amazing job, baby. You're doing so good at being anti-racist. Just please don't expect that. Like, I'm very thankful for the outpouring of love within the chat and from Audra and like across the board. But like, that's also not how life really works.
Yeah, like the difference is my praise comes from the fact that my entire life I've been interacting with white passing people who don't give a fuck about actually understanding. Like, there are people that I know right now who I can see them posting on Instagram, and I see that it's just like bunches of shit that have nothing to do with me. And they'll tell me that they're sorry that I'm going through this, but I'm like, but it's like, I don't see you posted anything for Black Lives Matter. I don't see you posting shit that tells me that you actually care about what happens to me. And I think what's very frustrating about that is I know if something did happen to me, they would be the first motherfucker there at like the funeral or whatever's happening to say nice things about me. And I'd be like, no, bitch, I'm gonna haunt your ass. Like, fuck you. You weren't there. Like, there are people who I have met on the internet. Thank you. It's just like, the reason I give praise is because from day one, you were always receptive. You always listened. You were never like, if there was anything you didn't understand, I felt like you just went into your own little corner to find out what it was, and you would respond accordingly. Like, you didn't go like, what does this mean? Except for the times when you weren't sure if I was being sarcastic, which, fair point. No one ever knows if I'm being sarcastic or serious.
And also, sometimes I've slipped too far one way or the other, and I start assuming, and then I'm like, oh, I'm way off base. So sometimes I'm just like, please ask. Like, my brain is just like, just ask, Emily, just ask. It'll make it like understood.
Yeah, and I never mind that you did that because I'd be like, you know what? Sometimes my tone is always sarcastic, and I don't mean it to be like it just like there's just I just become in permanent sarcasm, and I don't know how to fix that. But like, like to Emily's point, where Emily Original, which is like, but are you going to do anything about it? Yeah, there are creators that I'm about to unsubscribe to because I think I said this on Tuesday Night's Live, where I'm just like, I see y'all motherfuckers just constantly talking about a brand that doesn't have good shade range and all this stuff, but you're still using it and you're still promoting it. I'm done with y'all too. Like that's where I am. That's the kind of that's the level that I'm at now because I'm like, I'm done with y'all too because it hurts my heart for you to have like a whole rant and be like, oh my God, I don't shade range, shade range. And then like 2 videos later, you're still using that product. Be like, I'm gonna go in with the fucking non-diverse fucking concealer that I fucking bitched about in 3. But no, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to be subscribed to your channel because if you're gonna keep promoting them, like you're still gonna keep getting your bag. Good for you. Good, do you, boo? Get your bag, but it's not gonna be off me anymore. That's all.
And in those situations, I get more. I almost get more angry personally because or when it is creators that just get PR. Yep. You did not have to spend a dime on this, and yet you're going to optionally choose to promote it on your channel.
Yes.
You've got the whole shade range. You see it in front of your eyes, and you're still like, well, yeah, I mean, they only can release 12 shades, but I'm going to mix these 3 shades together, and I'll get my perfect shade, and then, like, in 6 months, I'll buy the right one. And I'm like, no, in 6 months, you will get it sent to you, and then you will re-promote that, and you will say, look, guys, they expanded their shade range, and the formula is so amazing. You should go get it now. And so in the end, these brands that are still coming out with racist-ass lines are still getting money from people from Black people and people of color when they did not care, when they actively chose not to release products for them. So I think that whole cycle, and makes me so frustrated. I forgot who talked about it. Somebody talked about that. Like, I think that's another kind of rage marketing, but the whole talking about it and like hinting that it's good, even though the shade range is bad, you're still creating sales.
Sorry, he's snoring really intensely. Yeah, I mean, because it is another form of rage marketing. It really is because what they've done and everybody learned from Tarte having done that, right? Tarte did their bullshit, and they're like, well, it's this time of year, and like we just expect people. I'm like, nobody's ever turned black in the summer. I just want you to know. No one. I don't know anybody who's just been like, I'm now black. I was white. Now I'm black. Like I've heard people say that shit. It's not true. It's not cute. Don't say that shit. Like, when people say that to me, I'm just like the dude who sent me the D pic, like he even said like, I get as black as you. I'm like, you don't. And also yours wears off. So like, let's not do that. But to have that happen because everybody saw how much Tarte got talked about in so many videos because they didn't have shade range. Yeah. And that's why when I found some old ass video that Emily saw, I showed it to her from 2018.
You were smart to delete that because somebody would have found it.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking anymore. I'm not going to ask you to fucking cater to me. If you don't, I ain't buying your shit. I'm done. There's no reason for me to keep buying your product. There's no reason for me to say anything about your shade range. Like, I'm not going to give you the dignity of hearing that. Like, I'm not going to give you the dignity of the outrage marketing that you're looking for so that everybody wants to quickly make a video so they'll get views. If we all just stop doing that, then they're fucked on that marketing plan. They have to come up with real shit like, I don't know, actually being diverse.
And I wanted to, so Kathleen said, are there any makeup brands that are selling product to help with the movement going on now? I would say if you have any spare money within your budget, donate the money. Don't buy makeup to try to donate. But I would say if you are looking to buy makeup right now, Black-owned makeup brands. There's a whole site called, I think it's blackpact.org. It was in the AJ Crimson
or blkpact.org.
And I think that's it's not just makeup brands. It's like all kind of brands that are Black owned. So I feel like if you're gonna do that, like if you're looking into that, that's what I would go with first, personally.
These comments are, Angela, are you talking about The Outsiders where he says stay gold, pony boy, and then Alex the Alchemist, like your mom? Wait, do they think Black people don't exist in the winter? Girl, probably. Irene, and that's that on that, Audra. Yes, ma'am. Because I mean, that's how, like, to go back into like my old catalog of videos and find that I literally said the same thing that I just recently said, where I was like, if you don't have shit for me, like, why am I going to keep wasting my breath? It's so much work. Like, that's so much work for me to be sitting here, because if they make a shade for me, but they don't make it for Nima, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Because I'm like, that's not really hitting the shade range. If you make a shade for me and Nima, but you don't make a shade for Emily, still not making sense to me. I'm like, okay, but like everybody isn't included. If you're fucking up your undertones on the regular, get out of my face. It's so annoying, especially when you're dark. Oof.
For me, I don't mind a brand not releasing shades for me because it's just balancing the market, and it's not even balancing it. Because, okay, if 10 brands were to release that didn't have a shade for me, there's still, let's say, 100 brands that do. Whereas those 10 brands now have shade ranges for people like me, Matang, and people darker and in different undertones that maybe only 5 or 10 brands already on the market cover. So, like, it doesn't make me angry. It doesn't upset me, because I'm also like, I'm catered to. The standard of beauty skews towards me, which is weird to say because I'm not thin, I'm not blonde, I don't have long hair, I don't have blue eyes, but I still understand my privileges, like my privilege. Yeah. So it's like, I don't care if you, like, it would make me sad if I wanted to try a formula, but I'm not going to be like, how dare they? I'm not going to pull a Kristen Leanne.
Oh my God.
Highlighter
Sorry,
palettes.
Angela fucked me up because I do remember that movie. He basically had like fucking blackface on in that movie.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
There are so many fucked up movies out there.
There really are.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God bless. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt because I suddenly remembered.
No, you're good.
That movie, and I remember him like in blackface, and I'm like, oh, like I remember like the fucking cover where he's just like, oh, Jesus, what kind of fucking country do we live in where that shit was just still going on?
I am curious to look into, like, I'm not a foundation person, but I feel like Danessa Myricks or AJ Crimson might be two brands. I know, again, it's different because you can't try it and return it or whatever always, but oh, that's true. Danessa Myricks does $5 samples.
Yes, I have some coming.
AJ Crimson foundations are like in like a compact, so I'm not quite sure. Is it weird to be that with Tarte?
T, that hurt my heart so bad because I stand for Tarte. They had the Amazonian Clay Foundation. It was a matte foundation. It was my fucking bitch. It was my stand alone. Like, I might always go back to foundation because it was fabulous. It sat well on the skin. It didn't feel like you were wearing all this makeup. It was fucking exciting. When and I did make a video on this back then, when they released that, their like Shape Tape, whatever, it really upset me at that time because they had been making stuff for my skin tone. And a big reason it upset me is because it threw me back into like my teen years, where a big reason I didn't wear foundation was because they didn't have it. They just didn't have it. So I didn't wear it, right? And it boggles my mind because Black people spend so much fucking money on makeup. It's real how many of us are actually buying luxury makeup on the regular because
And
they're
that's why this is
literally like,
bullshit. Like this
yeah.
belief, the classist belief that
Hmm.
the people with darker skin can't afford their complexion products, and it's like, no, actually, they want to throw their money at you if you release
Thank you.
colors for them. Like
I would
they
love
want
to.
to throw their money at you.
Yeah. I mean, and
Yeah.
like it's amazing to me. It's the fact that CVS had to recently be like, we're no longer going to lock up black product. Like we told you that for years to stop doing it, but y'all are already too late.
Yeah.
Like this is the problem with these. They are so like racism is so ingrained that they actually think we're going to go back to their shitty racist stores, their shitty racist establishments, and start buying stuff. We're not. We
Yeah.
stopped a long time ago. The second y'all started locking the shit up, we were like, oh, okay, well, fuck you then. I'll just keep going to the like black hair store. Like, I don't need you. This is just convenient. Like, that's all it was. And we're like, this is convenient. I came here to get like some Band-Aids, some beer, and, you know, like some hair gel. You locked up the hair gel. So now I'm just here with the Band-Aids and the beer. And
Yeah.
then you just stop going there all together. You're like, oh, I'll go somewhere else for all this shit. Like, I'm not going to deal with it. I know.
So Colored
Listen,
Rain
Christine.
peaked their foundation like early fall, and on a
Yeah,
tattooed arm covered it, but
I
looked
did.
luminous or sad.
And it was like it was
Yeah.
so little that she had to use. She did not use. I've
Yes.
been waiting
And
for this.
so
I've been
I know.
waiting. Sorry.
I would love to see more of the like indie or makeup artist kind of brands do like more of the maybe not sheer but light to buildable foundations, or something that's like I guess a tinted moisturizer. I don't know. I just want to see more of an expansion of different formulas. But I am gonna put in a Danessa Myricks order in at some point in time, and I do want to get a sample or two of her lightest shades because I'm tempted. I'm thinking about trying them as concealers because if I saw,
Mhm.
I think Amy Loves Makeup use them, and they seem like they were pretty high coverage. So I was like, if
Yeah,
it's a high coverage foundation, you could probably use it on your face as a concealer.
yeah, because
And
they put
I'm
it
just I keep
together.
thinking,
Like, oh no, I'm sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
okay. I keep thinking about what T said about Tarte. It's like, yes, they had some good shade range out. And so when that release came out, I was like, no, they really just don't give a fuck. So anyway,
They
I
just
just it
decided to
came
say
back in my
fuck it.
brain like, yeah.
I'm gonna go grab
But
another beer,
yeah,
and also I'm gonna check the pillow under Bo's head, and I just don't want him to fall. Listen, don't look at me, y'all.
okay.
I'm gonna check the pillow under his head and grab a beer.
Okay, sounds good. Wait, what did Thorne say? So Beauty Blender did try to do that, but I feel like I don't know if they did. I don't know. I'm just oh shit, I gotta find another holy grail. Exactly. Because that's the thing is like having pale skin, yes, there are times when I've tried a foundation range where the palest shade is still too dark for me, but there are so many other ones. Oh my god! Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Um,
That was my
oh.
son. He's sleeping so
Yeah, the
peacefully.
Color Rain foundation is supposed to come out this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it had to
I
get
think it is
pushed
gorgeous.
because of all of the shiz. Because I remember her doing it. I saw her on Instagram live using it,
Yep.
Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, that's good to know. The Danessa will sheer out with an oil moisturizer or primer.
yeah.
That makes sense because she's a makeup artist, and that okay. That's the other thing is that a lot of these brands that I knew about but haven't been looking at their site until lately, unfortunately. But good that I'm looking at now. I'm like they're all makeup artists. AJ Crimson,
Hmm.
Danessa Myricks. They're designing products that are multi-use, that are
Yeah.
naturally multi-use.
And the way that I apply foundation, I actually shear it out on my hand. Like especially a full coverage, I shear it out on my hand before it ever touches my face. Because I know a lot of people will like
Yeah.
do the like kind of put like a little on their face. I don't like to do that because
Yeah.
there's always the chance that that line might dry up before you get to blending it, and then it's like harder to fix that. So I always just shear it out on my hand with my brush, and then I'm just like kind of patting it on my face. I've never had any issues doing it that way, and it's made me really happy. I mean, because that's why I like a full coverage, because if I start realizing like, oh, that's a little less coverage than I wanted, I can quickly like build it up, and it's not a big deal.
So Emily Original asked, is it a shit shade range? No. So here's what happened with Menagerie. As soon as all the protests started happening, or right after the black box on Instagram happened, they put out a post saying they wanted to start doing this monthly series where they were going to pick a new person each month, a black person, or I think they probably said a person of color, and they were going to send products. I don't know if it was one thing or multiple things, and in exchange for the free product, that person would supply them with swatches on their skin tone for them to use anywhere they wanted, on their website, on their social media, wherever. That quickly seems to have shut the fuck down, because people are like, so in response to finding out that black people are being brutalized by police and still experiencing extreme racism on a daily basis, you want them to do free labor for you.
Correct.
Like, that's your response.
And a lot of brands do. Like, that's the thing. It's crazy to me how many people do not realize how many black people are approached regularly to do free shit that they would pay a white creator to do. But then they come to black creators and they try to be like, but like, I don't know if these dumb fucks don't realize that we just never, like, we're all on Twitter. We talk to each other. Like, you know, I saw Tina, the fancy face. She was on Twitter being like, how much should I charge with? And like, all of us came to the fucking rescue. Like, we're all just like, I would do this minus this times this plus this. Plus. Oh yeah. Like, me and Lacey were like on there just like, because I basically looked at it. She was like, well, how much would I charge? She said something to the effect of asking about how much she should charge for swatches. And I was like, well, I would take my equipment minus the depreciation times is like, I did a whole fucking equation. And then after that, Lacey came in and said, well, plus da 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 da. So it's like, we're all answering questions for what, like, this isn't the beauty community of old cutthroat and trying to fucking destroy each other. Now we're like looking the fuck out for each other. You know what I mean? Like, I would go like to you, I would go to T, I would go to Alicia, I would talk to Britt. Like, there's so many different creators that I would run into. Like, if somebody came and was like, hey, we want to do a brand deal with you, and I'd be like, okay, hold on. And I have so many people that I could go talk to. Like, Kara's a fucking lawyer. Like, I have all these people that I know I could go talk to get some help, that they're having difficulties taking advantage of us the way that they used to be able to. Because there was a long time where a lot of black creators didn't realize they weren't getting paid while others were. And as soon as they started to look to the side, they're like, wait, that bitch got paid? Wait, what?
Yeah.
I did the same video. How did I do the same video? I thought I was just getting PR. I thought we were all just getting PR. She got paid? Yeah. And like, that's changing the narrative. And now they're starting to realize we're not dumb anymore. We're not just sitting around. Even if we don't understand something, we have resources that we didn't have before.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm here for it, Elise.
And also, Nate, Stila is not the only brand doing that. There are a fuck ton of brands out here photoshopping their arm swatches, or photoshopping swatches from a light arm onto a dark arm. It is rampant. I swear, it is rampant out there. And also, I wanted to say, in response to what you just said, if you are a small creator here on YouTube, on Instagram, and you feel like you don't have the community that you're looking for, like, one, welcome, and two,
thank you.
The more you interact with people, and just like honest interactions, honest, like leaving comments or whatever, like, that's how it started for me. I was just like, I enjoyed watching certain people's channels and all this and that. And then for me, I really got looped in with the Half Cousins because it was live streamed and it's this kind of conversation. So I got to know people in the chat. That's where I met Feppy. That's where I saw, I'm pretty sure, Elise and like Diana, so many people. Irene, like so many people, and it's just grown that way. But it's like, if you just put a little energy to being active within the community, towards people that you enjoy and want to like basically lift up, like you're gonna build those bonds. So because this community is fucking awesome. And if you feel like you're not like a part of it, that's not because we don't want you.
Yeah.
Or bigger, like, people don't want you.
Like, I wouldn't have made it through the stresses of like some of the big things that happened to me without my friends. Like, I even at one point, like, I IG messaged T, because I was really like, I told y'all, and I was really stressed out and I was really nervous. And I felt like, of all people, I felt like T would at least be like honest and tell me if she thought I was being stupid. And she was just like, well, hopefully it works out. It's all cool. It's all good. But it's like, there's resources. I felt very much, even when Jen from Jen Loves was approaching me, I was nervous and I almost was like, T, do you think it? But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask for my friends to be here. And then that works out.
Yes. Okay. This is so
that's
T was saying that there's a jewelry brand who's trying to recruit Black influencers now because they can't hire models, and you apply. If they accept you get 3 pieces of jewelry. You only get to pick one, and if they use your photos, you get paid $50 once.
Not $50. No. Wherever should I spend my $50? Should I use it on the 3 pieces of groceries?
Annie. On that note, I'm going to take a bathroom break and get another beer.
Alex,
I'm going to mute myself.
I agree. So Nate says, I agree. The big reason I swapped to watching YouTube on this channel that I upload on rather than my alt account was because I wanted to actually talk to people. Exactly. So here's the thing. I comment a lot. But one of the things I started doing, like I need to start using what T would refer to as civilian accounts. Because I don't like, the thing is, especially when people are saying important things, I don't think I'm so important that people know who the fuck I am. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I worry sometimes that if I show up, that people say something, like even in a live chat, I'm just like, no, something important's happening. Don't say hi to me. Like, like I love that you do, but like at the same time, like I get concerned if I'm like interrupting someone else's channel. T, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. It's like, you should have seen the people begging to be chosen in the comments. Girl, like, so here's the thing. I don't like to do giveaways. I actually have things that I can give away, but I'm keeping it more for the Discord, which I need to put them up. One is a Marc Jacob lipstick, and I believe one of them is a colored rain lipstick. I accidentally got duplicates. But the reason I don't do giveaways is because, one, when I started Instagram, like beauty Instagram, and also Angela, thank you. I was glad I got to do that too. When I started beauty Instagram, I was with like a group of girls, like we joined together and we would like put in certain items or whatever that had to be worth X amount of dollars to do giveaways. And while your shit grew, like you would grow an audience from doing the giveaway, your engagement was pretty much garbage as soon as the giveaway was over. So you thought you were like Billy Badass, but you weren't. Like, it was a rough deal. And so for you to kind of go from doing well and being awesome and everybody's commenting and everybody's trying to like be a part of your giveaway to like nobody gives a fuck anymore and you're just sitting there by yourself, like that's why I just don't do giveaways, because I don't see the point in having bunches of people, like random traffic is going to come to my channel, right? And then they hear about a giveaway, then all these people subscribe, and because like that's a requirement of most giveaways, like you've got to be subscribed to get it. I think if I did do giveaways, I'm either doing it on the Discord or I'm doing it on my Patreon. Like I'm not doing it open win for everybody, because I don't want a bunch of people subscribing to my channel to win a giveaway. Do you know what I mean? Because those people aren't going to interact, and that actually hurts my channel. It doesn't help me. So if I got 1,000 people to subscribe and they were subscribing because they wanted to win the giveaway, yeah, they're going to comment and do all this stuff at first until the giveaway is over. And then once it's over, they're just like, they slide back into the dark recesses of my channel and never come back because they just wanted the free stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. There is, like, people want to win free shit. But for me, I looked at it, having done it for a while, that it's senseless. And also, I'm terrible at mail. If I do it in my like Patreon, then I know that I'm like, listen, it's going to take me a few days to get up the ass to like go to the post office. Because the last time I went to the post office, I'm going to be honest, I looked extra as fuck. All right. I had the blue hair, like the whole purple eye. Like I had all that shit going. Yes. And
if you don't follow Olivia on Instagram, Scientist in Makeup, she does some killer looks.
Yes, Angela, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like most of these contests or giveaways are like, you have to be subscribed to me on my YouTube, my Twitter, my Instagram. And it's just, I feel like a lot of those are ways to gain followers and not necessarily to actually do a giveaway. And for me, I looked at it as, I don't want people to follow me because they want to win something. I don't want people on my Twitter because they want to win something. I don't want people on my YouTube channel because they want something. Then the reason I'm like that is because I watched what happened when we all did follow for follow and all this stuff when we started together. I very easily had, 300 some odd subscribers, but only 50 of those 300 people were watching my videos. And that's because not because they were assholes. It's because they couldn't watch all of them. We would be like follow for follow, but we all couldn't watch. If I followed 100 channels, I can't watch 100 channels.
Yeah.
Like if only, let's say only like 25 of them upload at the same time. And all of their videos are 15 minutes long. Where am I going to find the time for that? Like, I'm not. So
I do want to do a giveaway, kind of like what T was talking about, like kind of I have one. I've picked up some of my favorite, definitely at least 2 of my favorite brands are going to be in there just because I was feeling generous. But I'm just like, I'm just going to randomly drop it in. It's probably going to be on one, like a get ready with me kind of video where I'm like, I know who watches these. Maybe not in the title. I don't know. I want to do one on my channel because I kind of want to, I just want to like do the science experiment. I want to see what happens. And like you said, if it damages my channel, it'll be a learning experience. I'm just kind of curious about it. And I do want to it'd be fun to give away a package to somebody randomly.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be
I love giving gifts.
Yeah, exactly. I love giving gifts, and I don't want to be like, you have to follow me here and put a yellow heart on this post and a yellow sun on this post and a yellow, and I'm like, no.
Put a chicken emoji here, like, because I did that today, but it was more just trying to figure out where everybody came from, right? So I was like,
that was adorable.
Like,
that was adorable. And you could have actually done a random giveaway within that comment. Like you could have just been like, after the fact, been like, for those that actually left a heart, I randomly picked one person. Congratulations. Like, that's the thing, is there's all these different ways to do these like little secret ambush giveaways to just give something sweet away.
Yeah. I mean, like, the only reason I'm slightly weird about it is because the colors I have are very, very like brown girl friendly. So I would feel very kind of bad. Like, I know that there are light, gothy ladies, men, non-binary who would very much enjoy the color, but I'm also concerned about someone who is very light, like not wanting it and then like selling it. Like, I don't know why, but that like kind of pisses me off. Listen, y'all are like running deep with them carrots. Like, I swear, like if I don't see, so here's what's going to happen. On Monday, I need to see some carrot and tacos and the ghost stories. Then Tuesday, for Terror Tuesdays, I need to see Black Hearts for Robert. My Thursday video, I want to see motherfucking green hearts out the ass. ass for Emily. Like y'all actually came through on this shit. Yeah, I was surprised. I honestly didn't think that doing that pin comment, like I didn't think anything was gonna happen. The amount of people who were dropping the fucking emojis astounded me.
Like, you make me want to try out the pin comment thing. Like, just like leave a comment, leave an emoji for how you feel today, or some bullshit thing like that. Just like
I just randomly started doing that. Like I honestly had no intention of doing it. I just you just like let people know.
Yeah.
Basically, if you do a giveaway, you have to just let people know the rules of your giveaway on YouTube and be like, you have to be subscribed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So even if you do gotta chill. Even if you do a randomizer, when you pull the person's name, if it shows them and they're not subscribed to your channel, you can immediately like remove them.
Yeah.
Girl, now I gotta pee because I got a pee shiver.
The only thing
that's
is
what that was.
Sometimes
It was like pee shiver.
With YouTube, it's easier to spam the comments and like overwhelm the giveaway. And that's why a lot of people move giveaways to Instagram. I will say, if anybody is like trying to get their Instagram to 10K to be able to do the swipe up, giveaways do help. I do social for a brand, and while I didn't like, they'd figure that out before I started working for them, but giveaways will help you get to that 10K point, and having that swipe up function on Instagram is real nice. It's real nice. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, me and I think Audra and I dropped a video today. I think it's fine. I mean, and everybody that's like, I don't comment. I mean, I appreciate of you. I've definitely watched so many videos where I'm watching and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna leave a comment towards the end, and then like it gets to the end and I'm just like, oh, what's next? And I've just completely forgotten. So it's all good. Yeah, giveaways are not easy, but I probably use something like some of those I'm like giveaway hosting things where it's just like click a link and then you can enter that way. We'll see. I don't know. I have the things coming to my house soon, but who knows when they'll actually show up. Yay, mail. I'm excited though because I've never done like just a little gift to somebody. You kind of have to like educate yourself here on YouTube. I feel like sometimes you have to like, I don't know, takes your own trial and error in education to get the answers that you need. I wanted to let y'all know I was influenced by Audra, and I might have a camera coming to my house tomorrow. And yes, it's the same camera Audra has because it was a really good deal. So, new camera, new microphone, and new tripod for overhead kind of like palette filming. And I'm nervous about spending that money, but also excited. Oh, Xander. Alex really like seeing that in the Discord. Made me so happy because I just my day was full of a lot of work because so I work for a food brand and then for a food media company. Not Bon Appetit, thankfully, but both the brand and the company realized, oh, maybe we should get our shit together for Juneteenth. And so my day was full of doing work for that, like 11 hours of work between the two jobs.
I love Xander so much.
I know, right? Alex posted in the Discord like
watches the TV. It's so fucking cute.
Yeah, Alex posted that like was it Xander that popped out of the bag when Alex was watching my video, and I was like, of all days today to see that comment, I was just like, I'm melting into like happiness puddles. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say this before I get like too wasted and like forget that I had this thought, which is I didn't know about small beauty community, like the small beauty community in YouTube. Like I didn't know about it because all I knew was like the big community because that's what was promoted. That's what's promoted all the time. And then I kind of started, when I started doing subscription boxes, oddly, that's where I started coming into contact with smaller beauty creators. And, you know, I've told Emily this multiple times, but if it wasn't for Emily, I really would not have. But I was still unsure of myself for doing it because I was nervous and scared and like, oh, I don't have all the shit. I'm not perfect. I don't do the things. I wear like fucking tank tops. I don't look perfect all the time. And Emily asked me to do her collab for the best of 2019. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Way. And like we stand Bo in this house. But like
Angela, I know that's why I like stopped myself as I said it. I was like, no, sorry, wrong. Wrong two words put together.
But
I told the chat about me buying a camera while you were away. So thank you everybody for congratulating. I'm happy about it.
But the thing about it is
I'm so glad I found you.
Yeah, me too, because I honestly get like now I take offense when people say things like the beauty community is toxic. I'm like, no, there's like 5 people in the beauty community who are regularly toxic, and that's not the rest of us. Stop generalizing the entire group by the biggest ones because you ain't been down here. That's your problem. You just keep staying on the drama channel, watching all these big creators fail, and you never come down here to see how much we're like fucking hanging, having a good time, sharing, and really just uplifting one another as opposed to, what are you licking, baby? As opposed to like he just turned and started licking, and he wasn't licking his junk, but I was trying to figure out what he was licking. Like, yo, his scar he's growing fur on his little scar. I'm so happy for him. I felt like he thought he was ugly, and I had to keep telling him every day, like, baby, you're not ugly. You're still beautiful. You're a beautiful boy. Look at his face. You guys can't see it. It's so terrible. Let me see if I can turn it to where you can see him making his, like, face. Oh, there he is.
Side-eyeing you.
He does.
He's the king of the side-eye.
Well, I got him a new collar. He's got his new collar on, and as soon as I put it on him, he thought he was the shit, so I can't even. He was like, that's right. Because fun fact, the brand is Blueberry Pet, not Burberry, but Blueberry.
It's also same kind concept. Of like mom, like son, like you put on something new and you're just like, don't fuck with me.
I know, it's like when I put on a new unit, a new wig, and I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm too good for you. Leave me alone. I'm beautiful.
Also, like, kind of match the eyes and the new collar. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. He seems like a yes.
I agree.
And that's the thing. It's so frustrating because you keep seeing people say that like the beauty community is toxic. I'm like, Jeffree Star, Tati, James Charles, Jaclyn Hill. Like that's not the beauty community. That's like a few people. Yeah. Like that's not the whole damn community.
What are you putting in your mouth, or what are you licking? I was about to say, I'm like, is that like a "that's what she said" moment? Like, what?
That is a regular occurrence with him, like all the time. You good? You got your pillow, baby? Here, hold on. I'm gonna get it on the couch for you. There you go. Okay, sorry. He listen. My son has his own pillow. Okay.
Scritch him for you. For our daily broad requests that you give an extra scritch just for her.
He always gets him. He gets him the scritches. It's unreal. That's why I actually moved to doing lives here, so he could actually sit next to me and not stress that I was like sitting at the normal filming station, because he's a lot calmer when I'm near him.
Yeah. I'm glad though, because I feel like it's been easier for you. He's not freaking out and like expecting lots of attention that you can't give to him.
Yeah, and like that's the benefit of having my new camera is like now the camera's over there. I have my laptop here, so I can actually sit here comfortable, and he doesn't feel like he's being ignored. He's like, Mama's doing her job, it's fine. And as long as I can sit right next to her, because he has no concept, zero, zip, zilch of personal space. He crawls atop me on the regular. It's just that's the life I live. I'm like,
as many Marco Polos I've gotten of Audra where she's laying and he's like right here or like right there, like just like I can't breathe, I can't move, but that's Bo right there.
Same, T. Same. I want to be on that same level.
Yes.
Where, like, YouTube is just paying my rent and electricity. Because, like, and the thing that kills, I'm like, I don't have a lot of bills. Like, just help us out. I just want to make it to where I don't have to keep, like, I don't want to go into, I can't keep going into corporate America as a Black woman. I can't do it. It's too hard. It's become taxing on my person.
And I just feel like whatever needs to happen after everything happens with Miss Rona, like I just don't know. It's like there might be great changes, but I really think it's going to be the same old bullshit. But we're going to be back to like being forced into the office, and it's like you don't have to do that. Nobody has. I just don't want that. Very few people have to go into the office. Yeah,
I'm not into it. I'm not. If I have to have another weird, awkward conversation with a boss that is completely not work related, they're never work related conversations. They're very rarely like, oh, let's talk about how you're doing at work. It's always like the closed door meetings that are one-on-one with my boss are always weird shit where I'm like, why am I here? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, that's how I always feel, where I'm always like, no, I don't have a problem with you. Okay, well, let me just go back to work. Thanks, bye. Like, that's how I always feel. I always feel like at the end of this, I'm like,
yeah.
Audra, did I upset you in some way? I'm like, why are we having this conversation? This is weird. Can I go back to my office? Like, I feel very uncomfortable. Like, that's how I always felt. I was like, I feel really uncomfortable with this conversation, and there's no HR here. So I don't have the ability to really tell you, like, fuck off, but, like, fuck off.
As someone that worked at a place that did not have proper HR for years.
Oh.
Never, I can't. Never again. And I can't even imagine in your shoes what you dealt with. But, like, what I saw and also had happened to me by the co-owner that was the HR, and I'm like, no, that's not how HR works. You can't. That's not how it works. It doesn't work that way.
Thank you.
Never again.
This meeting could have been an email. Almost all of them could have been an email.
All of them.
Almost all of them. And you're like, why are we having this meeting? Like, we want to talk about how to shore up the business. I'm like, why don't you shore up the business and I'll get to work? Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Like, that's how I always felt. I was like, you shore up the business and I will just do my job. Thank you. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Like, please leave me alone.
Of the resting bitch face.
Thank you. Everybody always thinks I have a problem with that. I had an ambassador in high school. It was weird. I didn't ask her to be an ambassador. She just was, because I was a cheerleader and people would be like, hey, Audra. And I just wasn't in the mood for that kind of fucking cheerfulness. And so I didn't smile back. And then all of a sudden, I'd be like, is Audra mad at me? And she'd be like, no, that's just her face. I'm like, God bless. Like, feelings hurt to like the highest degree.
I'm sorry, Nate, that you have to shove yourself back in the closet. I don't think that that's going to stick, the whole going back to work thing.
It's not.
I think Audra and I are on the same page of that. Yeah.
Just, if you didn't know, it's getting bad. Like in Texas, day over day, it's over 300 new cases every fucking day. Like it's a rough world. It's a man's world. I'm sorry. I got carried away. Don't look at me.
It's perfect. My bitch face never rests. Exactly.
It doesn't. That's why all of my fucking all of my Instagram photos are me being like,
are you mad? No, it's just my face.
I know. No, that's just my face.
It can be an email. But then there's the people who need to get the per my last email.
But why do we have to send it to them? Because they didn't fucking read the last email. And they tried to fucking
You
out you.
ignore my last email and you're.
And now you have to be like, per my last email, Brenda.
I always struggle. This is like such a small thing, but even right now, I always struggle with how many emails I need to send. This is like a very specific thing to what I'm working on, but just like as follow up to be like, hey, motherfuckers, I sent an email and no one replied, and there are 4 people on this chain. Like, what?
Girl.
Why? Yeah, okay, yeah.
I worked for a company that was constantly doing like free fucking labor. Like they wanted to be like an Amazon, like a logistics company. They wanted to be an Amazon so bad. And I was like, bitch, you ain't gonna be Amazon. Like you don't even know how to fucking run your shit. Like you don't even have a standardized way of like opening a new account. Are you fucking serious? Oh gosh, Annie. So like yesterday I ended up, so unfortunately, because I was in a panic, I'm in a panic state just regularly. I have anxiety. So my mom needed a Wi-Fi booster and I went to the Walmart. I had a mask, but I had to take it off because unfortunately I was like, and when she called needing something, I know that if I run into some shit, my mom's gonna help me. I'm her only child. I know that like if unemployment runs out and I still don't have a job, she's gonna make sure that I have a place to live. She's more than likely gonna make my rent. So anything my mom wants, I'm gonna go take care of it, right? So I get to the store, but I had rising panic most of the day. I didn't put my mask on. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't put my mask on because I was like, by the time I got in there. And to kind of calm myself down, I had tried like to listen to my other friend, Marco Polo. And then I just finally like responded to her. I think it's, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Sorry.
Yep. I do that too. I did it too. Like, and like T was saying, like the angry Black woman trope, it's very, very frustrating because as Black women in the workplace, we're always going like this. And then we all go out together. Like that's one of the reasons why I continue to smoke also, because there were older Black women who smoked menthol. So I would just be out there like, the nerve of that motherfucker. I'm like, the nerve. Like that's where we went to just release everything that's been happening all day. Yeah, so a lot of people are running into that, and I don't have one of them fancy ass masks that like has a breathing apparatus and all that. Like I just have a mask that my mom got, and I was doing okay, but because I've had a lot going on that has like pushed my anxiety up higher, like the fact that I actually have to shave my legs again, that's a dumb thing to be worried about, but I'm worried about it nonetheless. And like I told Emily one time, I was like, oh, I thought someone was crawling on my legs, but it was just my leg hair unfurling. Like from my socks.
I'm over here like fuck shaving, embrace it. Like embrace it. Live your best life. Don't shave your legs.
But it's a stressful ass time. We're all trying to do the best that we fucking can. And the fact that I just lost them. The fact that there are people out there legitimately trying to like, they don't give a fuck. They literally don't give a fuck that people are like going to risk their lives for this. They don't care. And it's not like people have a choice.
Everybody is not doing the best they can. There's a lot of people doing the best they can. And then there's a select population of people that are just like, fuck everyone. I don't need to do this because it's against my constitutional rights. I don't care if people die.
Yeah, it's the asshole song. It's the Dennis Leary asshole song.
I'm an asshole.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Because he's like, because he says like, what does he say?
Oh God, he says so many things.
I use public bathrooms and I piss on the seats. I thought so too. Because when you wear socks and your legs are hairy, you wear your socks a little bit long and your legs are hairy, then you move the sock down, you're like, oh, there's a spider. Oh, never mind. It's just my leg hair unfurling. But he says, I use public bathrooms and I piss on the seats. I walk around in the summertime saying, how about this heat? Since I didn't see it, it should be fine.
Oh, I don't care. So this happened to me. I had to go out yesterday, and it's always like, even if I'm within my neighborhood, because of lines and everything else, it's always at least an hour. So I was probably out for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in total from door to door. By the time I got home, I was just like, I am so exhausted. Like, and I had gone to like a grocery store, basically 2 grocery stores. That's where I'd gone.
Yeah.
I'd gone to 2 grocery stores within like a 6 block radius of my house. And I was still just like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want it. So yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, if I people too
Same.
hard, I'm just like, fuck everything. Like, I'm tired. And of course, like I said, the past 2 weeks have been very stressful. Like not stressful. There's just been, stressful. But the past 2 weeks, there's been a lot going on that I wasn't anticipating. So I've expended lots of energy being stressed, nervous, and worried. And like, it's finally coming down on me to where I'm like, I just want to sleep for like 72 hours. Like, that's where I am. Decade. Damn. Yes. Okay.
I do remember that.
Like, there was a time when Adam Sandler was actually funny. And he did this whole thing called, like...
I laugh because I remember that Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he used to be funny. And he did the whole thing with the guy who, like, really couldn't breathe. And I don't remember, but, like, I just remember he had so many, like, hilarious skits, like Lunch Lady Land. Like, oh, God, Lunch Lady Land fucked me up for so long. And, like, he had that whole album, and it was hilarious. And now it's like, everybody's stealing jokes and being predators. Like, what's happening? Did y'all hear about Chris D'Elia? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Although I had been kind of hearing about it for a while, but
I had no idea. No wonder he didn't respond to my creeper tweet. I was too old.
Bloodhound Gang. Oh, God.
Okay, T, this is for you. Let me see if you remember this, because Bloodhound Gang. Stop if you drop this bomb, blow up this place like another Vietnam. Heavy like a Tyson, blow to the dome. Back up, son, give me room, give me room. That's like way old Bloodhound. Because what people don't know is the Bloodhound Gang did a collaboration song with the one and only Rob Van Winkle. For those of you who don't know who Rob Van Winkle is, it's Vanilla Ice. So they did a collab song with Vanilla Ice, and it was fucking fire, and I still bump that shit all the time. Also, side note, Vanilla Ice every New Year does a show in Mansfield, Texas, which is like 40. Yes, Rami, he did apparently, allegedly, Chris D'Elia played himself. I can't say his last name because I don't know what to do with apostrophe.
It's fine. You said fine.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that.
Wait, that's a thing, Angela?
It's a little rough.
I remember. I enjoyed Weird Al.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird Al, remember that? Weird Al used to have music videos.
Tom Green made a music video where he put his bum on everything and got to #1 on
did.
TRL.
He did.
Remember TRL?
He really did. He was like, his bum was on your hot dog. His bum was on everything. It was, remember what, like, and here's the thing. I did not understand the Tom Green hilarity. Tom Green was not funny. And I will die on that hill. He was never funny. He was stupid. He would just walk around and be like, and then just be like,
yeah, I didn't.
And we were all supposed to laugh. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, nothing's happening. And everybody liked that movie where he was like something grandma or whatever. I don't know. I hated Tom. Tom Green.
Was he with Drew Barrymore?
Yes, he was.
Yes, and I'm like, Drew fucking Barrymore. No.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't care now, but
Drew Barrymore had a weird taste in men. She still does. Like she was with Justin Long for a very long time. Listen, don't fuck up my
Well, I
secret
was gonna
boyfriend.
say you like Justin Long, so why are you calling it weird?
I know, like he is weird. I've said he looks like a rodent, and he's also very pale and thin. And I feel like it would be kind of freaky to just like hit that shit. But like
you would start fires.
I also
That's
feel
what would happen. You would start fires.
Yeah, we would start fires. But I also feel like he probably goes down like a champ because he's liberal. he's a Bernie supporter, and I feel like if you support Bernie, then your downstairs game must be on. I swear to you, I feel like one day,
the good
randomly,
ones,
Justin Long,
some bad Bernie bros that.
But I'm slightly concerned, like because one day, like Emily, one day you're gonna tag one of these videos, and you can put like Justin Long in the fucking tags, and he's gonna see it, and he's gonna be like, huh.
Are you concerned or excited?
Both. Here's the thing that I'm worried about. I am perfectly happy in my
exactly.
I don't like to say the word. That's
why I was confused by Tom Green. She has options. She's Drew fucking Barrymore.
It was but Drew was always fucking with these like weird creep dudes, like all the time. I don't count Justin Long in that, just Tom Green. But like, she was messing with some creep ass dudes for like a long time. Wait, did somebody else say they love Justin Long? Thank you. Somebody said a Howard pass, and I'm thinking that it feels like a hard pass instead of Howard.
A horde pass?
Oh, it's a horde pass. You know what? Listen, T, I have already said this. If you look, Jeepers Creepers, he probably does. Where'd you get those? So the thing is, thank you, everybody. I am telling you, the carrot is probably swole and immaculate. Like when this is my you're on
Audra
this is my yes.
I'm over here like Audra does.
Look, this is you on your back when Justin Long is doing his thing. You just on your back, okay? Just on your back. He goes in and you're like Emily, the delay of you getting that.
Where I'm just like, I don't even know what that means, but it made me laugh.
It's when the carrot's so good you spit it out your mouth, girl. From it enters here.
I know about carrots. Yeah, that's how little I know about carrots.
Yes, skinty guys have all the meat. Skinty guys, I don't know why they have so much meat. I don't know why they have so much carrot. But it's just weird.
Pale and skinny is my least favorite flavor. And that's just because I'm not trying to date myself.
Listen.
That's fair. Yeah, I agree with Emily. He's dirty cute, but I don't want his carrot. Sorry. You can have his carrot.
I mean, like I'm not gonna have it like forever. Like it's gonna be like whatever.
Swole and immaculate. You said that, Audra. You said that.
Did I say swole and immaculate?
Yes, Peppy.
See, this is why.
Audra
you see now,
the carrot is swole. Oh, I saw this like from when I met you. Because when you told me, that, like, I don't really watch my videos back, and I'm just like,
Yeah, you see, I have to go the fuck back and be like,
yes.
People fucking quote me, and my ass is like sitting there like, what? Did I say that? And I have to go back and check. I'm like, I guess I did. Like, it's weird shit. I'm like, oh, okay. That's
Elise asks, so let me get this straight. Carrots are the new eggplants now? Well, carrots are the Audra terminology for eggplant, although I think T has claimed that, like, eggplants are still eggplants and carrots are.
Yes. So the reason I use carrot is because when I'm just discussing the situation, carrot is easier to say than eggplant. Like, when I'm saying, like, you know, he put his carrot into her taco, and she sighed with relief. All right, so but it doesn't sound as nice when you say eggplant, right? He put his eggplant.
It's only because people use eggplant as slang. I think it's only because people use eggplant as slang, and you're like, no, I'm too cool for that. Sorry.
Am I? I'm like,
because you're too original for that.
No, Angela, it's not an illusion because my taco has to expand to accommodate the carrot. See? That's why I like doing it, because I can think it through. It's a bingo square for sure.
There's nothing wrong with nerdy cute, but as Emily said, just as long as isn't some people's brand of nerdy cute. We can all have our own choice of carrots and cucumbers and eggplants and tacos.
Also, fun reason, I also chose carrot because a chick died like doing her with the carrot. I learned that from A Thousand Ways to Die.
Yes, that. Carrots simply don't indicate thickness. Wait, what show?
I think it was 1,000 Ways to Die. So for those of y'all who don't know, Spike TV used to have like man shows, and they did man things. So like one of the shows was, I believe, 1,000 Ways to Die. And one of the ways that someone died is they were with a carrot, and because the carrot wasn't smooth enough, a piece of it like scraped her the lettuce. Scraped the lettuce, and she died.
It must be true, because when I opened up Google and 1,000 Ways to Die carrot, one of the first choice to fill it in is girl. So carrot girl.
Lydia, good night. I'm so sorry we made too much. But look at Ronnie. My taco has to.
Not every carrot causes tacos to have to expand. Let's just say that. And exactly.
Yeah, if you got a skinny one.
Carrots are pointy. And yeah.
Well, I mean, which end are you putting in first? Oh.
Again, a carrot killed a girl. Has an eggplant killed a girl? Answer that.
I don't know, because 1,000 Ways to Die is now over. So like, they no longer.
I don't watch any of them, so I have no like dog in this fight. Just pointing holes. Green and
red. This is why salad is the devil.
Carrot scrape the taco shell. Eggplant is too thick for me. I'm a cucumber girl.
I like it to be medium. Luckily, I'm more than satisfied.
She's going to have like actual curfews in a couple of weeks on these live streams. She's going to be like, I gotta go.
No, he is super supportive and wouldn't want me to quit.
Anyway. Oh, but
like, he would not want me to just get off, because I have a whole plan with these nails and it's getting funky.
But if you wanted to get off, you would get off.
Yeah, of course I do. I'm like,
but I mean, that would be more of a curfew than nowadays, where you're just like, I don't know where to go or anyone to do.
Like, the only thing that's weird is that he would be here. Like, I feel like he would be in Parsnip. The only thing that would be weird is that he would legitimately be here, and like at some point, I've tried to keep him from watching the channel. I'm like, don't watch it. So wait. Please don't put vegetables up your
My soul has left my body portion of the lie.
I am so
You're welcome.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Nate said,
why
just
would
an insider knowledge.
An avocado?
Oh, I don't know. That's a large brown. That's like a turd.
But with the daikon, I think eggplant is still preferred, because daikon. Well, that's the same with carrot. Daikon. Well, never mind. I was like,
Elise said, "This heifer died making a salad. I'm done." And then Nate was like, just some insider knowledge. Skinny people have larger, because fat is stored in the scrotum. So some larger people have fine, but have fat built up in that area. That's true.
Give Me Glow is not black owned. JD Glow is black owned. Just wanted to quickly cover that.
Correct. Yes, JD Glow black. Gimme Glow no.
Thank
you. So
Tan coming in with pointers.
Thank you.
I don't.
Also, listen. While peach activity does not necessarily cause hemorrhoids, it can aggravate hemorrhoids you already have, and if not done properly, like it can rarely cause that. Now, when inserting anything into the peach, you need to make sure it's properly lubricated. Okay, properly. Do not just not just lubricated, but like
prepared.
Stretched. I used the wrong word.
Prepared. How about
you
that?
said prepared. I was like stretched.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I am not wrong.
Especially if there's going to be a carrot or eggplant or anything besides like an
cucumber. Yeah, if it's going to be an even actually, you know what? Even then, you can do it wrong. Because like if you want to put a digit into the peach, first off, make sure that the said digit. See how there's nail there? Remove that. Okay, you don't need to get any debris under there. Number one. Number two, you also don't want to cut the other person. So you need to make sure that if you want it, like if you want to, nails should be, but it also has to be prepared. Like everything has to be prepared. Not just a flare base.
Salad dressing.
Yeah. Yes, use the right salad dressing. Like make sure that there is a cap. Because if you without a cap, it can get lost. See them that taking notes. But yeah, without a cap, it can get lost, and that is how you end up in the OR, and it's embarrassing. Just like they are laughing.
Oh, I love everyone in this chat. Just to say, Nate, stretched is correct.
Yes. Thank you.
No pineapples. No.
Annie, we're not trying to break our.
I mean, if that's your thing, enjoy, but.
You know what? I will not. No. Yes, I'm not going to fuss at your kink, but I am going to pee again.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't follow on. You doesn't
like
happen.
because we all know when you're like I fell. Like, so sorry for the imagery. I'm gonna pee. I'll be back shortly. I burped. Be back.
Oh no! A whole can of hairspray. No. Oh, I didn't even think about nail polish. Okay. Elise. I love this. Peach Play is a premium service from me. Run me all the Pat McGrath palettes for that drama. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it was only a couple of years ago when I discovered the like lesbian, bisexual, whatever manicure, and that was when you see folks with short nails and then long nails, and you're like, why are their 2 nails short? And it's like, you know why. Oh, I'm sure your cat has heard worse. What, garlic? What? Garlic? Who said garlic? Oh no. 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 Oh, that sounds so unpleasant. Oh. Rami. Googling x-ray images of ER visits with surprise peach visitors. Oh, I have heard that, but in the peach? I'm so confused. Michelle, I wasn't even trying to shade you. It's just like, if you've watched this podcast before, you've heard worse. But true. Yeah, no, not garlic. Yes. It's so cute when you see it and then you're like, oh, I love that. It's cute to me, at least. This just makes me think of, what was it, Appalachian ER? That was like an SNL skit for a while. As somebody from North Carolina, where there are some Appalachian mountains there, I wasn't against it. Was the taco a vampire? Seriously, garlic, no. No. Yeah, as somebody that's listened to true crime and some bad stuff, I've heard worse things than that, let's just say. Why don't do you I do you just eat yogurt and it's supposed to help? I'm really lost because I would just try to buy medicine. It's a thing. It's a thing. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna read the comment. Just gonna say it's a thing. I mean, I don't care. You can say whatever you want. Sometimes replacing, so in the chat, I don't think matters, but I think for us, speaking out loud, YouTube does not enjoy all of those words. So I know Audra started with carrot and taco, and I just kind of followed suit. But I think in the comment section, it's fine.
So here's what I would say about yeast infections. Why eyes? As a person who suffers regularly from them, what you do is you regularly just drink cranberry juice. I choose to mix mine with raspberry because I like the tartness. And that helps to eliminate them because it helps to keep your pH in balance. Douching is not your friend. Do not do it. Your taco was never meant to smell like a meadow of flowers. Not ever. Not in this life, not in the life after, and not in the life before it. Don't do it, please. It's horrible. There are also people who like to do enemas. So don't
that's also true
do that.
Too, thank you. Yeah, no.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, no food in the tacos.
Yes, thank you, Christina. Cute as a button, Christina Krasny. Like her, like no, her photo so actually gives me like serious joy. Like every time I see her, she's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hi."
It's like good, like a little hair flip, and just like.
I know, it's like, oh, it's almost like she went and was like, and like took that. Yeah, because like the thing is, it is like Kimberly said, it is a self-cleaning oven. It takes care of itself for the most part. It's only when like other things are introduced to it, like that things can go a little awry. And so you need to just make sure that you're, before activity, yes. Thank you. Pineapple is also very good for that. Strawberries, eating good fruits. Be careful though, be wary. I know a lot of us enjoy a tuna snack, but it does migrate.
Angela.
Thank you. Like, that's why they tell you, like, that's why when you take medication for that shit, they tell you, like, you can't drink. It is not necessarily an interaction with the antibiotic, although sometimes that can be the case. A lot of it is because, do you know what's in this? Yeast. And the last thing you want to do with overactive yeast is like feed it more sugar and overactive yeast. Like, it's bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Cotton panties, yes. Y'all. Stop wearing those silky things. Stop it. Thongs. Stop wearing thongs just don't wear underwear. I say as I wear a thong. Moving on. Just don't wear underwear. Like,
I don't understand why the silky. I mean, I understand. Okay, I'm a textile nerd. I studied it in school, so I know polyester and synthetic fibers are popular because they're fucking cheap. Yeah, they're cheap. Why is it so hard for me as like a fat person to find underwear that's cotton? I've tried to buy the silkier stuff. I can't do it.
I don't like. No one should really be wearing that silky. Like, the only reason you should be wearing something silky is because someone's going to take it off of you immediately. Like, do not be wearing that to work because it's not breathable. Like, that's the thing. Like Irene said, it is in no way breathable. So when you're wearing that silky-ish and you're at work, like, you're just especially in the summer, if you live in any southern state specifically, you're just creating an environment of anger down there. They're just like, and that is my impression, unfortunately, of angry yeast in your taco.
Here's what I'm just going to say is I'm happy to see more people in the chat and in that team as well, because that's been me a lot lately. Just like, I'm good. Mm-hmm. Why am I wearing another piece of clothing to guard something that's being guarded by the clothing? I'm good.
It's like so many layers, and I get so hot. Like, I get so hot, and I'm old.
Yeah.
No, so I love a good thong. I do. But the thing about wearing a thong is it shouldn't be your only wear. So, like, for instance, going to work, if you're, like, concerned about showing lines, just don't wear any underwear because it's not as bad in the winter, but it's really bad for you in the summer because you're sweating and you're clam sweats. So it's like, oh, that's what we should have called it. Anyways, your clam sweats.
It's a clam taco.
Yeah, it's a clam taco. Your clam taco starts getting sweaty and it has nowhere to go. Like, if you are not wearing like breathable underwear, it's just like it's all just sitting in there in a pool of anger. Exactly. Like a pool of anger.
Yeah, like actual swamp crotch. It's disgusting.
Yes, it's a real thing. Yeah, and it's why, like, my ex-husband used to annoy me because he'd always be like, oh, well, like, he'd want to get like dirty after work, and I'm like, I'm gross. Like, I want to take a shower, and he'd be upset about the fact that I want to take a shower. Also, he was a mechanic, and I told him multiple times, if you want me to put my mouth on that carrot, you're gonna need to wash it. I am not messing with your sweaty balls. After you, because like mechanics don't work in air conditioning. BT dubs. It can be 120 degrees in Texas. This fool, and I'm like, no, I'm not going down to your sweaty balls. Like, sweat. No.
Nate, you might not be wrong.
You might not, because I just, like, honestly, it takes everything I've got all the time to make sure I have clothes on to Marco Polo. Like, Emily has gotten a number of fucking Marco Polos from me where I'm like, I'm naked. You're going to be looking at the ceiling fan while I lotion. Like,
oh, I've seen a number of Marco Polos where it's from here up because there's nothing on. But, you know, from here up, it's fine. I'm just like, whatever. It's hot in my apartment. Leave me alone.
Also, you're in the bath.
Or I'm literally sitting in this same spot and I'm just like, I don't feel like putting on clothes right now.
That is my favorite thing is Emily in the bath. She's like, yeah, so like, okay. Not like I could say anything.
And then I'll get Audra in the shower, and I'm like, how is your phone not getting wet? Because in the bath there's not falling water.
It's called skill because I have learned the skill from having to take let's say photographs for my man. So, I take stylized photography.
Yeah, no. And I would agree with that, at least. Happy tacos.
It does. Like the more you can if you let her breathe, she's like, I love you so much. And you're like, no, I love you. And she's like, no, I love you. And you're like, no, I love you. She's like, no, I love you. Sorry. Obviously, I'm smashed. Now that I'm like doing
same.
an impersonation,
I have so many makeup photos where I'm not wearing a top because I haven't put my top on yet. I'm just like, whatever. It's all collarbones. And yeah.
Yeah. I have somewhere I'm wearing a shirt, but people don't know I'm wearing a shirt. I'm also doing the squint eye from each eye now. Because I'm like, I'm drunk. I'm so drunk.
Boasting is the real pandemic.
Thank you. It was horrible. Oh, the salt.
Ugh. Ugh. I also didn't realize we've been actually doing this for 3 hours.
I know. And for some reason, there's still 48 motherfuckers in here. Well, 47 if you minus me. 47 of y'all. LGG, y'all are the shiz. Like, y'all need to, like, listen, seriously. Every time you go to other people's channels, you need to make sure that you drop the, like, carrot and tacos. Like, carrot and tacos.
Yes.
And like,
I also wanted to say, if you know of anyone in the community that hasn't joined the Discord, you are welcome to share it. Like, I think you should be able to invite people to it. Obviously, if they don't know either of us, like, that might be weird. But, like, if you see people that's missing out on it and you're like, wait, they're in LGG, just invite them. It's cool.
Oh, Yolanda, you're right. I don't wear them, but, like, I'm also covering them up because my nipples are doing, like, a thing right now. So I'm just like, I got none on the wraps.
I wish I wish pointy nipples, like, I wish nipples weren't so fucking, I don't know. Why do people care? Like,
I normally don't. The only reason I care is because I'm on the channel, right? Like,
no, not you.
I'm on, like, YouTube, but people
generally
care,
speaking, yeah.
I really don't know because nobody cares when, like, oh, I'm so sorry. Nobody cares when a dude has, like, hard nipples staring you down your eyeballs, but, like, the second that I have it, it's like, are you excited? Like, that's the problem about being a woman. It's like, I can't just have hard nipples because it's chilly or because, like, that's what they're doing right now. Does anybody know that nipples just do whatever regardless? Like, I will get out of a hot shower, all right? I am warm, I am comfortable, I'm lotioning myself, I put on a fucking t-shirt, and they're just like, it's not cold, I'm comfortable. There's no reason for them to be like this. They just are. Like, are you doing the thing? Angela, yeah, that's because you're new. You're new. Angela, by the way, guys, if you don't know Angela Mills, she is new to LGG. Make sure you welcome her with open arms because she's one of our peeps. She cracks me up.
Yes.
Cracks me up.
Hilarious in chat.
Thank
Alert
you.
tips for no reason.
Thank you. They're just like, boop, boop. And it's annoying because, especially when you're dating and they're just like, oh, it looks like you're excited to see me. I'm like, or they just do this.
Or you're not that special, sir.
And, like, mine just, like, they just do whatever. I'm like, listen, in the heat of battle, they will obviously be perky, but, like, I said the heat of battle. I need to go to bed. I am too drunk. Like, I am too drunk at this. I am referring to it as the heat of battle. Like, I gotta go. Like,
on that note, if you have not liked the stream, please like. If you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you join my Colorful Shenanigans and go follow and subscribe to Audra's channel and follow her Instagram and all that good shit. And we do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays nights between Kara C, Audra, and my channels. And thank you all for hanging out with us. So much love.
Yes.
Stay safe.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for my drunk shenanigans. Goodbye.